And there it is.
ASMR, baby. Hey, guys, welcome to another Talk Your Face Off, where we're going to talk your face off about RC stuff.
Yeah. I saw your headline that said something about the news as we see it.
Yes. The news in our world about RC, at least.
I know.
I've got some mini stuff to talk about. I've got Gauntlet stuff, updates to talk about since last week. We went out, Jeff and I was on last week, and we went and checked it all out in person.
That's cool.
And yeah, there's some changes that they need to think about and address because of farming that takes place there. And yeah, so some of that stuff not going to really affect it's going to be an amazing event. Like when we were talking about it all I did was like get goosebumps because of all the awesomeness that's coming.
That's super rad.
Rad. So we'll talk about that a little bit. And we'll talk about your walk.
Oh yeah. My walk.
You've been walking a lot.
I have been. The last one was a tough one, man. It left me pretty tired. It was weird. It wasn't like a technically challenging one. And I have 6 miles left, and I have one that's slated for over 7. And it looks like it looks like it's going to be a really tough, like I'm going solo, which I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to try to wake up at dark 30 on Saturday and get back by noon or 11. But it's a long one, but it's beautiful. Like the reason why it's long is I put it as one of my goal hikes. So there's that one. And then there's another one that's another waterfall that I want to go and see, but it's one of those that I've had on my list, and it's like, well, I might as well challenge myself now.
So get listed for St. Jude's, baby.
I know, right? So, but yeah, so we'll do that. We'll talk about some rail stuff, talk about some 1/10 scale stuff that I got creeping up on me. Hopefully I'll have enough time. We'll see. I have like less than a week, I think, to do a full theme build.
Oof, well, you're capable. You're good.
Well, yeah, but I've got some work looming over my head too. So.
I know, that's what I mean. You got stuff going on, but you're capable because of your work stuff.
Yeah.
Looking in the chat, we've got Owen Rogers, Shane Steyer. What's up, everybody? Jessica's 2-Car Garage, Fred Crawlers are us. CBRC and Truck Video, Brandon Timlin, Leo 7. Brandon Timlin again, F3. Matthew Copeland, new JConcepts. What? They did what? No, we're not going to talk about that stuff. Maybe we'll have it slated a little bit later on. I don't know. Muir Deep. Welcome, guys. Swampers RC.
Nice to see everyone.
So you were talking about your walk already.
Yeah.
You've got 6 more miles to do?
Just under 6, yeah.
But you're doing a 7-mile walk is one of them.
Yeah. So I've been averaging.
You're like overkilling it.
I wanted to do more. I physically don't have the time this week, but I've been averaging like between 5 and 7. And the 7-mile ones hurt. This next one, it's weird. So the All Trails app has, different ratings of like easy.
How do you have the pro version of that? Because I just signed up for it today.
I have the pro version as well.
They offered it to me for 50% off.
Yeah. Okay. That's how I got it. Mine's the mega version. So
you got the Mega Pro?
Yeah, the Mega Pro.
Well, it is mega for you because you're out west, so there's like more trails available.
So many trails. Yeah. So this one
kind of do.
This one's rated as moderate, which I generally do moderate ones, but this one is the first time that I've seen a moderate one that said it's not really the best for kids. And I'm like, dang, because the last one I did was like super tough and it said kid friendly. And I'm like, I've heard it was pretty, they call it scrambling. And so that's when you go over like boulder fields and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to get to an alpine lake. Hopefully.
Can crawlers go over boulder fields? Do you know?
Oh yeah. Okay. So when it gets too hairy, I backpack it. I throw it on the backpack and then I hike over the hairy spot and then I keep on going. So we'll see. But hopefully it's an alpine lake. There's still snow up there, which is crazy. And we've been in like plus 75, plus 85, plus 95 for like the last month and a half.
Yeah.
So it's a ways up there.
We had a beautiful day today. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. It was amazing. After being in Virginia
Yeah.
for the week, so sweaty, man.
Yep.
So
No.
and I did ruin those nice expensive clothes I bought for the trip.
Oh yeah.
That clay is just
Yep.
stinking awful.
I know. I got it on my Mariners hat.
Yeah, it doesn't come out, does it?
Nope.
It stains. Red stain.
But
so how are you doing as far as funding goes? Where are you at? People need to know, because if they give a donation to St. Jude's through your thing on Instagram, they're entered to win one of your trucks. Each time that they donate
is another entry.
I've got a couple entries already.
There you go. Yeah. So it's for that gatekeeper. That there's I have a reel on the gatekeeper that's in the waterfall from this last one that we went to. It was awesome. So yeah, each time you donate, if you donate $5 a time, you get more entries, which is pretty rad. So
it's basically a waffle, you guys.
Yeah.
If you do anything, you get an entry for this. So
Yep. So it should be rad. So we're at $700. I set a goal at $1,000. We're at $700 right now. We've got
for the children.
It's for the children.
For St. Jude's, yes, it's for the children.
Yeah. So
Children's Hospital, like legit, like it's St. Jude's does amazing work.
They do, and well, children and the families. So what it does is it helps the families travel. It helps them with room and board. It helps them with everything. So that's super rad. I'm really pumped to be able to contribute anything to that. The other thing I like about it is like it doesn't pass hands. It goes straight to St. Jude from the Instagram link, which is cool for me because I don't want to handle anybody's money or anything like that. I just want it to go straight through. Uh-oh, I hear my dog trying to bust down the door. She's in the garage right now. She's like, come on. And I realized
here's the kiddos. She's like, I know there's fun in there. And
I know. My niece, though, is not a dog person. And so I realized that I don't know if you've ever seen the dog doors that have like the little clip-on covers.
Yeah.
So I have a clip-on cover over this dog door to the garage. And she's like a 70-pound dog that's about to bust.
She's used to being able to go in, and she's like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. So I have a feeling that we're going to hear some screaming and some...
No, she's going to figure out how to get it off, and there will be a dog in your house.
I know.
How to unclip it. They're not dumb.
No, nope. It's going to be like a Sandlot. You're going to see the big Beethoven dog chasing the kids throughout the thing.
How big is your dog? 70 pounds? That's not a small dog. Not a huge dog.
She's not a huge dog. She's small for us. So she's a Catahoula leopard dog. So it's basically like a blue heeler on steroids. They're supposed to be bred to hunt wild boar, which is pretty cool. But she's a total mom dog. So she knows when to get down to business when she has to. So, but yeah, man, the St. Jude's thing, I'm pumped about it. It's ending actually this weekend, I believe. The 14th. So
we need to get $300 within 5 days.
Yep. And I'm going to do 6-7 miles in 5 days. So,
I mean, if we got 10 people to do it, that's $30 each.
Yep.
If we got 20 people to do it, that's math, and I'm not doing it.
$15. Yeah, no. So what I'm going to try to do. So it kind of got a big boost once I put the wheels and tire package on there.
Yeah, dude, that thing is looking sick.
Yeah, and so once now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put maybe tonight I'll put the 422 HD in there and the scale metal supply. Yep, I got that, and then I got scale metal supply link riser that's going in it. So I got to put that in.
All right, show me how to do that because I got one to do.
There you go. Yeah, it's easy.
Do it in this video, and I'll just watch.
There you go. Yeah, super easy.
Yeah.
What's the other thing? Oh, and then you get the tool from you, and you get one of these mats that I work on, which are super awesome. I love the mat. So,
Nice.
yeah, so it's going to be a pretty good prize package. So I'm excited for
That's
to
cool.
see that go to someone, and hopefully they enjoy the gatekeeper as much as I have. I'm seriously pleasantly surprised with this gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I've never had one. Everyone says how top heavy they are because of the plastic cage. I
It's
just
still not a lot to overcome based on how good it crawls. But
yeah.
for a stock truck. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And it's super smooth.
Speaking of, Alex just jumped in, who is a person who has one.
Oh, there you go.
He's is quite a bit.
Yeah. So I think, I hear that door bumping open, man. That's
I think we need to take bets.
Yeah.
All proceeds going to St. Jude's.
I know, right? It's just I'll hear
donate. You guys can drop it in the you can do a super chat here, and I'll make sure it gets over to St. Jude's through Instagram.
There you go.
And
that dog's busting through.
I'll
and
put a number on it so that you can get credit for it if it wins.
Oh, there you go. That'll work.
That's the way to do it.
That'll work.
Yeah. Have Instagram.
There you go. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's gonna. And you know what? I'm gonna have to like turn around and be like, snap. She's pretty well trained. So if I like turn around, I'm like, get over here. She'll come and sit down nicely. So
Zach of Trades, and we are gonna. Melissa was just in here. Melissa Timberlake, who does awesome photos. She was at the Showtime RC Motorsports Showdown, which looked stinking amazing. I was watching it on Facebook, and I was like, I went a week too early. Like, I should have stayed in Virginia and gone to it.
It looked rad, dude. Like, so I wasn't able to follow much on Facebook, but I saw people's postings on Instagram, and dude, it looked like it was some.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good on Instagram, but
well, people weren't posting like
live your life. We'll give it to you.
Yeah, well,
St. Jude's.
Yeah, for the children.
For the children.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yep. So lots of cool rigs out there, man.
Yeah.
New tires, new parts. Oh, is that it? Nope, not it. Not yet.
Not it yet. Yeah, new tires from JConcepts, 110 scale and 124 scale. Wheels and tires. They're doing their tribute wheels. They're doing
24 scale.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Renegade tires and Golden Year tires.
Nice.
24 scale. My only hope is that they fit the FureTech 5mm nuts. That's my only hope.
Right.
Tribute wheels. So
dude.
I asked about it. They said they think they would, but they couldn't verify it yet. So
they're like, get a step bit. It'll work. A unit bit.
Like, drill it out a little bit.
Yeah. All day. Oh, speaking of drilling it out, when we were over at Team CXRC headquarters over at Ryan Anderson's place, I got one of those. I don't know what I did with it.
Brass axles?
Not that, but he had the little hand drill dealy bobber, the little pen drill
parts. Yeah.
So I bought one. I'm like, yes, like that.
You didn't have one of those already? They're legit, man.
Dude, I know. I was like, I was just kind of like, please just go through the hole on anything I did. But yeah, those things are awesome, especially on the 3D printed chassis and parts. Oh, dude, it works so rad.
And so chassis parts, I've used mine a ton. It's just a little hand drill, and you get a bunch of drill bits, and you literally just screw it in. So I just bought myself like a 48 drawer like screw organizer thing for just my 24 scale stuff.
Yep.
So you guys don't know this, but let's talk about what we got in the mail this week.
Yes, let's.
So what I got in the mail this week was 48 drawer thing from Amazon. Amazing. I have 1,000 by 5mm, nice. 1.4 by 6, 1.4 by 8, 1.4 by 10, 1.4 by 12, and I think 1.4 by 4. Instead of the beam.
1,000 of each?
1,000 of each of those screws that are in there. So I don't have to be looking for this crap.
That's awesome.
1,000 silver 4mm nuts, like wheel nuts, and then 1,000 black wheel nuts. Like
Nice.
I've just got like a ton of them now. So
Yeah.
that was in the mail. This came in the mail as well this week.
Yes.
The mighty Chihuahua Servo.
Dude, I know you're bummed about the spelling, but
the art looks legit though.
Dude, the art looks really good. The print looks nice. Everything looks good.
Yeah, I spelled it wrong in the logo that I copied and pasted everywhere. It was spelled right everywhere else. But the freaking logo. However, on the actual servo itself, in the case, if you get rid of the rest, and you
It
just
looks sick.
Yeah, it's all spelled right on the servo itself.
I like the tagline: aggressive, lively, alert, quick, courageous, devoted.
That's what Chihuahua is. Their temperament.
Their temperament, yeah.
But yeah,
super rad.
They're really good. Mine doesn't focus. I have to.
You could put the reel on if you want. I've got a good reel that shows the macro.
There. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, you can't see it on mine either.
There, you can see that now.
Oh, dude,
in the back, you've got Mighty Chihuahua spelled correctly.
Yeah.
On the sides,
super rad.
And then you got the logo, the CCXRC one, on the front.
Super awesome.
And it's when it's set in an SCX24, it's the right direction, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
dude, they turned out super clean. Yeah, and XJ Sport said that it was on Scale News. I saw it on Scale News today too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mentioned it to him. I might have also talked to him a little bit about the monster truck tires as a unnamed source.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I know who that is.
Photos and although I did know the names of them.
Yeah.
But it's more fun to not know and to let him play with them.
Names, so. Right. I know. I was trying to think of a good name for it, and I was like, "Ooh, what would be a good one?" But
I did just watch it. Somebody sent me the link to it, and he mentioned how it's a hard word to spell, and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Either he saw my video on Instagram.
I know. I was going to say
description on my website because people are going to call you out if you have a misspelling, if you have a punctuation. There are those people that notice those things.
Oh, I know.
I'd love to tell you about them, and I'm like, that's cool. Like it helps me edit stuff, and I just go back and fix it.
Yep.
But no.
I know. I was gonna comment. Shots fired.
Right.
I was like, oh.
Hey, at least it's more memorable than like a 7. What would this be? This would be a 1040884V servo.
Right.
By CCXRC. So that would be a 104 inches, 0.8 seconds, and 8.4 volts.
Right.
So that would be, you use your numbers on your like greatest specs, and then you make a number out of it. I don't know.
Dude, it looks super clean. I really like it.
They killed it, man. And the best part is it has the high quality Reefs board. If you were to disassemble this, the board inside it is actually Reefs branded inside. And there's just the next level. You can get a lot of stuff made anywhere.
Yep.
But there's like his have to have a certain like lifetime, like amount of resolutions or evolutions that it works before it stops working. Because the boards have like a good for date on them. People don't realize it. But may burn up after so many uses, and theirs have to be very, very high spec because of some of their customers that they deal with.
Yep.
And it has that board in it that is next level. So
and they're super smooth, man. Super smooth, quiet. Yeah.
And they also it does use the gears. So if anything were to go wrong in this one, you could order up the gears that Reef sells for their micros, and they'll work in this servo as well. So it just makes it super great because people can rebuild them if they need to. So if you use this like a mini B or something, which is not like the intended use, but people use them because they're so fast and strong.
Right.
And then they use them without servo savers, and they hit a wall at speed. and but they can rebuild them for pretty cheap. So
I have a 444 HD that I need to call and ask them about because I was going to rebuild mine. And then I went to go get the gears and I was like, that's the only one that they're out of stock on. And I'm like, and I need that for this new build.
which means that they're not out of stock on this one if you do need the gears, because
right. No.
Pablo just let you know. He did the research.
I did. Yep. So I was there. I was like, duh, curses.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So
yeah, dude, I think they look rad. I'm excited to put it in my mini Lazarus build. And then I think what I'm going to do is with my Micro 99, I'm going to throw it on the back axle and make it into a 4-steer.
Because you already have the 99 on the front.
Yeah, so it's going to be like
I'd put it on the front because it's got that cool CCXRC on the front and then swap it for the rear, but you can do what you want.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to put the 99 on the back axle.
Okay.
Just so that I have all the bling bling on it.
I mean, I don't love myself or my stuff or whatever. You've met me. But like, I love the logo, dude. Like, it just happened.
For my fans.
It's just so South by Southwest, but it worked, you know, like it's my one thing. My wife's like, are you going to put your logo on everything? I'm like, well, because I actually like it. Like when I buy other people's stuff like this, it's because I think their logos are freaking sweet.
Yeah, totally.
So it accidentally happened, and I've tried changing it out to like crawlers or the different stuff, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
like that original spray paint mistake. Like,
so now that you have the bracket one, how do you feel about that one versus the new one?
I like the bracket one. It's clean. It's very me at a 40-year-old level. But I at some point here, I will pause myself so you don't see my butt walk into the back table. But I just got a care package from Team Corrali because they asked me.
Dude, yeah, I saw that post.
Did you see what they did with blending the two logos?
No.
Okay, I'll get it in a minute.
No, but I saw all the swag
made. Like they did that X thing, and then they like did one half of that X in like gray, and they put my logo in it. This logo.
What?
So they blended the two into this whole, and now I'm like, I got to get a tent made, and I'm thinking about do that somewhere on it because their freaking artwork looks so sick. Can they,
dude? Can
I send them the template for that tent that I want to have made and just like, can you guys make me something? Because it was stinking sweet, man.
I didn't know they put your logo on anything.
Yeah,
I just saw a quick swipe and I was like, "Whoa, that's cool."
Yeah,
I was like, "Ooh, look at all that oil! You're gonna want the oil." Like it was pretty rad.
Yeah.
So. Cool, man. That's exciting.
So
what else do you get in the mail?
My news here in the mail. Well, I got the Team Corali swag, diff fluids, shock fluids, pit mat, all that. The Skeeter. I got 2 other big brown boxes I can't talk about right now.
Really?
In the mail, yeah. And
Sweet.
then what else have I servo horns to test.
Nice.
That were 25 tooth, but they're all the big ones. It doesn't work. They look small in the pictures, and it's so hard to find because there's like, as far as a 25 tooth pinion, there's like 3 or 4 iterations as far as sizing of it. And I'm trying to find one that fits this. I made one, but it didn't fit right. And I have now, how many did I say? 500 of them I had to buy.
Keychains,
hundreds of dollars worth of servo horns that are the wrong 25 tooth. When I had to design it 3D, like CAD, whatever, and I found like at least a template for that I used to cut it out, and it was wrong. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's all I got in the mail.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's it. There wasn't. I got tires. Oh yeah. So I'd already ordered 3.8 Pro Line.
Oh, those trenchers, or Badlands,
yeah. So I ordered the 3.8 Badlands and the 2.8 trenchers at the same time to test them both. And I didn't realize that. So when I got home from our trip, I came home and I saw one box. I'm like, oh, I chose these ones, the trenchers at 2.8.
Sure.
Apparently I didn't get the other ones. So then I try them and they're too small, in my opinion. They work great, but they look too small. So I ordered the 3.8 Badlands and the 3.8 trenchers. And then I'm looking for packaging because people are buying these servos now. They're buying 2 at a time, 3 at a time, whatever.
Oh, wow.
So I'm using my bigger bags and I'm like, man, I'm out. So I open another box thinking it's the bags I ordered. Nope.
Right.
There's 3.8 Badlands. So I just spent $100 that I didn't need to spend because I already had some. So I just bought basically $400 in wheels and tires the past month. And that hurts.
That's painful. I know. I'm debating on what tires to use on this new build coming, and I almost got the new little guy RC tires. They got back in stock, and I was like, I don't know. The only reason why I'm waiting is because Boom Racing also just talked about they're doing 2 new tires at 61 millimeter, which is the big tall boy size.
Or the minis, the 1.0. Yeah.
Yep.
And Volgear just mentioned new tires coming from Boom Racing.
Yep.
Look interesting.
Oh, yeah. So you got the 1.9 version of the Hustler, and they have that tire coming in the 1.0 at 60.
Oh, the one you gave me.
Yeah. So they have the 1.0 coming, and then they also, I know, right? So I'm kind of like, I think those are going to be a better tire than your Scramblers because of the spacing on the lug.
Everybody tells me that they've got better tires than my Scramblers, and I don't believe any of you anymore.
Well, that's just the way it is. So
yeah. RCT&T, what's up?
But they have that. They have that one, and then they have the other one that I'm like, I forgot what it's called. It's like, it's super aggressive looking. It's like, I like aggressive tires, and it's like borderline too aggressive for me. Like it's weird. It's like a tractor tire, but trying to be like an 06 tire, but I don't know.
That would be good though. So here's the deal. I got a bunch of new tires and I have these Crawler Innovation foams that I'm wanting to try. The hard part is how much of it do you credit to the foams then versus the tires and the kit that you buy stock? Like, I'm such a fan of just trying what you get in the bag of something and then saying, like, this as a kit, whatever foams they give me and the tire work great.
Sure.
Just saying you start changing foams, it's so hard to say what to credit. Is it the foams that's good? Or is it the tire that's good? Because then you've got to then try every single tire as well with those foams in order to come up with. And that's just too much work. Like for a guy that has to do like 1/10 scale monster trucks, 1/10 scale bash. I just did an on-road car on a drift track today or dirt track oval.
Yeah.
And the new Skeeter video I just shot, which ended when I broke my battery strap.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a lame way to end it. The rest of the car though took a beating, man.
Really?
Battery strap. I was showing that it couldn't flip and it landed like straight upside down hard. I didn't realize it until the next hit and the battery ejected, but
she's out.
All right, everybody.
She's out.
We should have been betting ahead of time to know.
Lucy, come here. Sit.
Lucy's out.
Yep.
If you were gonna bet, you got to drop the money now.
We call her Lucy because when my old dog passed away.
For Lucifer?
No, for Lucille from Walking Dead. Because when my old dog passed away, my wife's like, you need a dog at the shop for protection. I was like, yeah, I know. Lucy, come here. And so Lucille is from The Walking Dead. Lucille's the bat with all the barbed wire wrapped around it. And so I was like, she's going to be my little Lucille. And so,
I just carry with me a little bulldog.
I know, right?
It's my protection at the shop.
Well, see, that's the cool thing about her. Like right now, she literally will sit behind me and watch behind me the entire time. Like if I'm outside, she'll sit behind me, watch behind me. Like she's got my 6 all the time, which is pretty rad. But
nice.
But anyways, so
Jeff Walter was there. He saw it when I landed. I mean, topside hard down. Jeff Walter also helped me drive the the Infraction 3S for some
Oh,
of my
cool.
videos. I could use the big camera to film it instead of the iPhone only.
Mm-hmm.
So he was drifting it.
Nice.
And when he turned off the AVC, it's tricky. Like you can drift so good with the AVC on, but it was really dusty because he was asking, should I water it down? Do you want me to like water it? I'm like, it'll be muddy.
Yeah.
I'd rather take home dust than mud, you know?
Right.
Plus I knew I had AVC. Like you turn that up and it just drifts. Dust looks awesome on video. I'm like, let it roll.
Yeah.
But then I wanted him to see, like, turn this off.
Well, I had that on the Baja Ray at first, and it was actually harder for me to drive the Baja Ray with AVC. It's a different animal, you know, because it's like jumping and trying to like whip it or do whatever with AVC was kind of hard. But yeah, it's a different driving style for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
RC for all, Chris, what's up, man? Hey, we were just up. I'll talk about my news. So I was up at Walter's RC Park today. I want to say something else. I was up at Walter RC Park today, and we had, first of all, an awesome time. I met Jeff Brown up there, who was here last week talking about the Gauntlet. And we were just going over details for it. So I was there to see what we have available for the 24 scale. Also look at the King of the Rock thing, which is freaking sweet. I got video. I also got to drive the course. The second there's water, it's like hard, like with just dust.
Yeah.
The second you throw water onto it all and make it muddy and slick, it's going to be gnarly.
That's cool. Broken axles.
2 riffs out there, and we were just hammering them into it all. And then I think, so there's some cool stuff. Jeff Walters built this awesome 24 scale part. But we have, I think 24 scale is going to blow people's minds. First of all, like how many people are going to want to do it. Because they're inexpensive and people probably can have multiple classes of them.
Are you going to have donor or loaner cars out there for the 24 scale?
No, not for the comp.
Yeah.
I think I'll have some that people can run just for fun to try.
Right. Well, that's what I mean.
That's what I'm like thinking about. Like, so we'll have a course laid out, but then like you also want, all right. How do I do that? Let's get into it. There's going to be a video about this. And nothing that I say here is set in stone because I'm not the Gauntlet head.
Sure.
So if Jeff differs with anything that I say, he wins.
So be it.
Like I'm just going based on kind of what we talked about today, and that may change.
Sure.
But at the Gauntlet, here's what's going on. So we were there and we saw what it's like right now, and there's actual farming that goes on. It's a legitimate working farm. And so the land is leased, like for farming is how I see it happens. Jeff Walter can also get into some of those details, but they've already planted for this year. So last year we all drove to the back of the park and we all parked on what was at one point corn fields. By the time we were there, they were already harvested and just mold over.
It's a late harvest this year. Yeah.
Like the knocked over stalks,
sure.
It's thick, but we're parking in it, whatever. It's good. Putting our tables down, sitting in it. It's fine. This year it's going to be like literally there's still a working farm with real crops from people. We can't go up there and park this year by the course. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think it's going to be bigger this year also as well. And so all of it is going to be up in the front where you come in. There's this huge flight field, first of all. All of that's going to be available for us for like camping, parking, whatever. There's going to be tons of parking up front. There's also a man-made rocks and bridges and slides and all this cool crawling stuff up there.
Sure.
If you just want to play, you've got a playground. Like you could spend hours up there just using that stuff.
Right.
In the middle of that crawling course is also a little section that's all 24 scale course. Plus alongside the 10 scale, there's also 24 scale stuff. You have that. Then just beyond that, you've got a whole straightaway of like dirt jumps for bashing, and then like wood jumps and metal jumps for bashing, like out beyond it all.
Sweet.
You've got the King of the Rocks, which you can play on, a big U course of just gnarly rocks and a hill climb and gnarliness that you have to do. There will not be the mud and water in it for practice.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to let people practice with that because it's going to change everything. And then there's a 10th scale off-road course with like for your slashes and your buggies and whatever you want to run on it.
Nice.
And there's a 10th scale oval dirt track up there.
That looks like so much fun. Oh.
So there's all that. There's porta potties already up there. There's this booth or this building that they have. So like today, if you go up there, you pay to use the course. I don't know the cost. I paid $10, just a donation. Wrote down my name. You can use all this stuff. Then you can go and there's a kitchen and there's all these tables and stuff to go down and sit and eat. And so you can buy food, drink, whatever, chips.
That's what I thought was cool when you told me about that, how it's like a la carte.
Yeah, like there's mustard and mayonnaise,
so
all this stuff. There's like Coney dogs in the fridge ready to go. You throw it in the microwave.
That's so
burgers,
rad.
And then I just took like a sub, and there's ham and turkey subs. There's ham subs. There's regular sub, which is basically like Italian sub.
Right.
There's all these things in the fridge already pre-wrapped, shrink wrapped. You can grab them, pay $5, donation, whatever. It's pretty stinking awesome, but there's tables up there. So we're going to have food trucks up there. It makes sense that the food trucks be up there by this eating area that's covered, whatever, out of the sun. Because parking also has to be up there. Everything is now going to be up at the front.
Yeah.
Vendors, the shops, all that want to sell stuff, because a couple reasons. One, a lot of those guys camp out by their stuff to make sure they can leave it up and stuff doesn't get stolen.
Sure.
And so if we were to camp up front, but they couldn't stay with their stuff and it's in the back, I mean, people heard what happened at, was the Kentucky one, Beat the Creek, stuff stolen from a vendor there. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it allows them to kind of keep an eye on stuff, but also it just makes sense that you have this whole playground of stuff. So you get there in the morning, you do registration up there, you park up there, all this stuff. Plus, if you buy anything, it's quick to get to your car, especially if you buy big stuff like I like to do, buy a whole car when I'm there. Yeah. But then when it's time to do the event, they have like a movie card. So it feels very much like what they'd have done at USTE or they'd have done at Badlands. And then you go to where the event is for that. But then you come back and there's going to be the micro crawling stuff and the King of the Rock's going to happen later that evening. And then they'll do the awards and all that at the picnic tables and stuff at that booth. They got a PA in there as well. So anyway, it's going to be an awesome weekend. As we were sitting there talking about it, I was like getting chills. I was so excited about it.
You're peeing your pants.
Yeah.
No, it sounds rad.
This was the only shirt I had to wear today, but I saw Scale Builders.
Yeah, nice shirt.
Yeah.
Nice stickers, man.
Yeah.
I missed out. I saw them all up, and then all of a sudden I saw sold out. And I was like, I didn't want your stickers.
Oh my gosh, those stickers were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same happened to my servos too after they got mentioned. Sold out.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, but I got new ones in today, so we're good. I got
wow.
more that in case anybody wanted, extras after selling them out.
Yeah, that's rad.
Still misspelled though, so
that's all right. That works.
Whether or not they actually sold out or not is, disputable.
Yeah. Scale Builder said, I wish I got some. Nice job, Tony. Very nice. Yeah, man, I'm excited I really want to see how that goes down. We have that event coming out here that I'm really hoping I can make a day of. RC Palooza. That's probably the biggest one out here. It's an all weekend event. I'm going up a day early just because I can't make it on that Saturday and Sunday. So I'm like, but we'll see.
You're going to do the Friday, Saturday?
Well, I can't do all Saturday. I have a memorial on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
So we're going to go up Friday night. So Friday is the first start of the event. They have concourse and a night crawl. And I'm sure just normal crawling events or, just normal like trail stuff. And then Saturday is when they do the scale comp, but I'm not going to be able to do that. I won't have time because I have to leave probably Memorial's at 4, and I should probably be here early so that there's no stress or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'll probably leave around 10 or noon to get home, shower, all that kind of stuff, get all dressed up. So I'm not really a dressy up kind of guy, but we'll see. But no, I'm excited for that one. That one's going to be pretty cool. I've never crawled out there in Cleellum, I don't think.
When is that, this month?
The 19th. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So coming up soon.
Yeah, and so the new build that I was gonna do, or don't know if I'm gonna. It's not too technical, so it's weird. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. So I've got a Night Runner body coming, and I started looking at all of my trucks.
You're not doing a Franken build on this one.
No,
that's
no.
That's out of your comfort zone.
Well, the thing is that if you look at all my trucks, they're all like old trucks, like they're old Chevys, old whatever, you know. And I'm like. And so this one's going to be...
You should do a 79 Ford build that you don't love and then sell it to me when you're done with it.
Okay.
It could be an old truck. You could do another old truck. It's good.
Yeah.
Just stay in your comfort zone and then hate it when you're done and then sell it to me.
I'll have to see if I can find pictures of I think we had a 76 Ranger Custom short bed. That was my first paint job that I did. And I remember driving it to school one time and I was like, really? You're letting me drive it to school? It was my stepdad's. And it was like 12-inch lift, 44s on it. And I was like, okay. And it's the kind of truck where it's like the front end was locked. And so when you turn, it was like, you know, doing the seal sound as you're turning, all that kind of stuff. It was rad, but 351 Cleveland in that truck, super cool. But it's weird. That was like that was our only, well, actually we had one other Ford, but we were normally Chevy people. But, yeah, it's like, man, maybe I'll have to look into an old Ford. Maybe I can do a 124 scale body for you.
Yeah,
draw one of those up. That'd be pretty cool.
Small. I'm only into the big stuff. You know.
Yeah, I know.
That's after my channel one.
That's what she said. Oh,
hey,
OnlyFans.
Hey, because RC ain't cheap, baby. That's your next sticker, Scale Builders Guild. OnlyFans.
RC
ain't cheap.
Everyone's doing it. So.
Yeah. Hey, I swore that Harley was doing it. I was on his channel and I saw like all these like, you know, after hours type things in the comments, and I'm like, he got his own OnlyFans.
I know, right? Yep. You gotta send me your bracket logo. I have the other one, but I don't have the bracket logo because I gotta make that shirt happen.
Oh yeah, the bracket logo is better
for that shirt.
Okay,
yeah,
I could do that. Hey, did you see these awesome tires for Harley? I'll call them the shark bites and the stranger danger tires.
the mustache tires. We'll call them the mustache tires.
Okay, mustachios.
Yeah,
and these ones have a lot of bites, so shark bite. Now these are the Renegade and the Golden Years tires. JConcepts on an ECV 3D printed chassis right here. They're showing both the front and rear option, or not front and rear options, but the front and rear are different. So they're showing both of them that they have.
Yeah, but
they're on their new Tribute wheels as well.
Oh man!
So they have that as well as. I lost it when I clicked out for some reason.
Jerk! Look at that.
Look at the cuts on these tires. They look like they're actually shaved, right?
OnlyFans.
See what I got to work with, people. See what I've got to work with.
Well, you know, just showing your feet.
Production
Bigfoot.
Soon.
I'm interested to see what the compound's like.
You had to talk about compounds. They look cool. What else do you need?
And you're gonna be sticky.
They look scale. Who cares what the compound is like? I'm buying them. I'm buying 2 sets of every one of them.
Yes. Okay. I agree. And after I don't know whose truck it was, the Nightmare truck. Holy smokes.
Oh, Michael
Dude,
McKenzie.
that truck looked so sick. That not
I mean,
no.
it is aight. It's aight.
I mean, no offense, Tony, but that one pushed me over that one pushed me over the edge to do a monster truck this Christmas, like to do a mini monster truck. Oh yeah,
it is all right.
I was like, wow, that one looked good. It looked really good.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. No, it was stinking sweet, man. I sent you the photo of it. And then I started asking, like, is JConcept making that body? And they're like, no, that's just a model kit. Like, don't go say that. It was sweet.
They're like, you shut your mouth, Tony.
Hole.
RC4All's asking if I know of any good shops in the Portland or Oregon area. I don't, none that I've personally been to, but I know there's one in the Vancouver area that opened up not too long ago.
Are these pot shops? What are you talking about?
RC shops.
What else does Portland have?
Coffee, beer,
and the rest were all burned down
I know
years ago.
They're still burning. No, I know. I think there's one in Vancouver. I'm trying to think of who it is that.
Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver, Washington. We
That's
have one
state.
We have a Vancouver at the very top and a Vancouver at the very bottom. It's weird, but look it up. It's a new one. They have a 24 scale crawling course, but I have not been there yet. So check it out.
What the crap? Enjoy CMT wheels and tires.
Yeah.
Are they knockoffs of the Mofo?
I don't know.
They teased some early on, and they literally said Mofo on them. I'm like, are you guys literally just gonna resell them with his name on it?
Wow. I'll look them up because I saw them too.
You look it up and send me a link. While we're doing that, let's take a look at this beautifulness. So I was just having to sit and watch all of this go down at the Showtime Showdown. This is a Matthew Hall build and is the new recreation truck. Have you seen this, Pablo?
I haven't seen that one.
I saw this truck in real life, and it's stinking amazing. They unveiled it at the World Finals in Orlando, and he was taking pictures of it like, I'm getting this built. I'm doing it. Like, and he just killed it.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many. Old number 6. This is the old son of a digger truck.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Oz Monsters did the recreation, remember, on one of our monster truck comps, like 3 comps ago.
This is a great pick. It reminds me that I took second place to this Gunslinger truck. Finals. There's their number 1 trophy for Monster Jam. I have that with a 2 on it. Fred Reed killed it though. Props to him. Look at the tanks.
I know.
They're so good.
Ooh, a Gravedigger tank.
You know what they were doing too? They were doing that Evel Knievel jump. They had this whole setup and they were doing that little toy Evel Knievel. It was wicked. There were over 400 solid axle trucks at this event. Barry Musauer showed up there. He raced with them, and his son.
His kid won.
Yeah. Yep. He won the 12 and under class or whatever they do, the kids class. Cine Star. Man, I want that. Cine Stars from here, baby.
Oh, there's a hot tamale one. That's cool.
So many of these creep bodies showing up for mud trucks and the King Sling. So cool.
I love the creep body.
Yeah.
I have the creeper.
These two, man. The King Sling shape is just.
Oh, I know.
He killed it with that truck in so many ways. So excited about it. Look at that.
That's cool. Hidden in the background.
Yep.
Megalodon.
Up to there. I think this is Bari's truck right here. This Spider-Man. JConcepts, of course. It's their page.
We can't forget too that the NorCal had their thing too, which looked
NorCal did have theirs. And so here's the thing: if I went to anything this past weekend, I'd have gone to NorCal.
Really?
I talked to them about it when I was in Orlando, and it just couldn't stinking happen.
It looked rad. Their course looked so sick. Their course looked awesome.
So yeah. So JConcepts has some cool stuff for us monster truck people.
Scale Builders goes interesting.
We'll never be in debt to JConcepts for what they show us as far as options for monster truck people. Forget
Yep.
Harley. No, I like Josh. I think it's hilarious. So the funny thing about Josh is like that show is so intentionally like a knock on everything. Like he does it in a way that's like, like I work for Vanquish, so like this is the news, but it could all be better. Like
it's like I work for Vanquish.
So like
I'm just kidding.
No, but I mean it's hilarious. I even with mine like making fun of the spelling stuff because Scale Builders Guild may not know, but this is the mighty Chihuahua Servo. Only on the artwork on the case.
Yeah, we can just sell it as in like they have. That's the breed of dog down here, not in Canada.
This is the Chinese version because mighty Chihuahua is copyrighted. Maybe that's why. There we
go. You go. There you go. Yeah.
But when you actually put it on your truck, we spelled it right, so nobody will ever know the difference.
Right.
No, spelled good.
Spelled good.
I mean, the only thing it's missing is about 7 numbers in front of it. It should be the mighty 76725 Chihuahua.
Yes. I like it. I like it. I sent you that link to the Enjora stuff.
Did you? Where'd you send it?
Instagram. They look okay.
We got to pull up some of that.
I think they look good. I haven't seen Mofo, so I'm not going to say they look bad if you say they copy Mofos. I wouldn't want to say that, but they.
I'm not gonna say it.
The irony is they have it on their on a Jeep, on a SX24.
Oh,
SCX24
Jeep. Okay, so people were asking if they made a monster truck. So I did see that.
Yeah, they just have it on a Jeep, and then they have their tires facing the wrong ways. I'm like, come on.
Showdown is posting like it says Long Island iced tea and working on trucks. This could go bad. And I'm thinking, you're gonna put your tires on backwards. That's what's gonna be bad.
That's the worst when you put your tire on the wheel the wrong way and you're like, get all the way to your last wheel and you're like, 26 more.
Don't look the same at all.
No.
So they did the front one way and the rear's the another way. That's even worse.
I know. So you can swipe through. They have close-ups on
guys.
They have close-ups on those wheels, but that looks very toyish.
The body doesn't help.
It doesn't. But
the wheels themselves look pretty good. Like
look at the next frame. Look at the next 2 frames.
Can I?
Yeah.
Ooh, the white doesn't look. I mean, it looks BKT-ish.
Yeah. The white's hard to see because it's blown out.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. It looked toyish at first, but
I think
looks pretty good.
Yeah,
but you could do Bigfoot with that easy, and then you could do the beadlock easily as a different color.
Sure. 3D print a beadlock, or just do some little detail paint on the screws.
Yeah, the Mofo ones don't look like that at all.
So there's a view from the front profile that the V doesn't.
The side of it. The V has a weird curve to it.
It does, yeah. It doesn't overlap, so it's kind of like I don't know. It's like they took 2 halves of a mold and was like, let's just offset it a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't look at all the same.
No, Yeah, you can keep on going and see the total end. Okay, I will give that to Matthew Copeland.
Terrible.
That the last few tires have been pretty impressive because I did go with those mud tires.
Yeah, they're really good.
They did pretty well. I mean, you drove it and you felt it. Yeah. And they did really well. So can't knock the tires too much. Just the design was kind of rough, but I still have.
Now I'm curious on the width of it. That they look narrow.
It says 38 millimeters right there.
I know, but it's hard to see it without it being on the truck, or having a reference of what the other tires are.
Don't you have a tire that you can measure?
Yeah, I have monster truck tires in my pocket all the time.
You probably do. It's not a
banana in my pocket. It's a monster truck tire.
Yeah, you're sitting on a monster truck tire.
That's because I have hemorrhoids. Thanks for bringing that up. I didn't want to tell everybody about it, but you made it public, so thanks.
There's a cream for that, Tony.
My Hemis require monster truck tires.
Did you see the story post that I did a few days? It may have been last week, where it was I use a old munition tire for my stir sticks at the shop, where I stir my coffee. Yep. So I have like a munition tire stuffed with stir sticks on it.
That sounds like COVID waiting to happen. That's
well, it's that or Ebola, one of the two. Monkeypox, maybe.
Hey, Raymond. So they do like make Firestone and stuff, all that in West Africa there. So maybe you have Ebola on there. I got to drive through some of those Firestone. Man, it was forever. Like you're just driving and they got all these trees just tapped. It's crazy.
Really?
Yep.
Everyday carry 124th monster truck tires, CCXRC.
Yeah. Till I get my Michigan permit. Then I'll replace that with
you're just gonna throw monster truck tires at people.
Put a bulldog in there. I got one right over there, actually.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, here's a little pro tip for traveling. Here's how to defend yourself.
Breeze if you're going to be staying with another dude.
Febreze. No.
Pro tip. No.
Okay. Here's how to have self-defense on an airplane. Are you ready for this? I carry
step in mud with your shoes so they stink really bad and show
hard
faces.
I carry hard balls in my carry-on and a tube sock. Because I'm either going to throw a hard ball. Someone's going to get it at,
Are they already in the tube sock?
No. But
you're dead before it happens.
No.
You got to get it down. You're like, excuse me, I need to.
No, my carry-on right there. Like my backpack. Like, so you get a hard ball. You put it in your tube sock. Yeah. Put it in
your baseball on a plane with a tube sock. Dude, you have like violence issues.
Well, here's the thing. I can
is your problem. Walking Dead.
I can short arm a baseball to about maybe 70, 75 miles an hour. You take one of those off the dome, it's going to hurt. It's going to stop you. Take one off the chest, it's going to stop you. And then I come after you with my flailing nunchuck baseballs in my socks. You better watch out, Tony.
Remember that selfie stick you really liked of mine? I think I lost it on the plane.
Oh, wait. No. Selfie stick? I liked your tripod.
The tripod selfie stick. It was an all-in-one. Oh, you like the tripod? Yes,
the tripod.
I thought you were talking about my selfie stick one.
No.
You said
well. You're confusing OnlyFans again, Tony.
Because RC isn't cheap.
No, your tripod. That camera tripod is like
that's
butter.
Tripod. Well, it's not so buttery anymore. It feels like it's got clay in it from North Carolina, dirt.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, we'll see about that. You were the one operating it. No, I thought it was in the bag, and then next thing I know, it's like, hey, this thing doesn't turn very good anymore. You should feel the iris ring on it.
Oh, on that camera?
Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's like son of.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, hey, my clothes were all muddy too, so there's that.
Well, stained. I hope they're ruined.
Yeah. Well,
they have to burn them.
No, I sleep with them every night. I haven't washed them yet.
Yeah.
Smelling it. Smells so
good. How did your shoes turn out? They were soaking wet when you left.
They were soaking wet when I left still.
Put them on a hairdryer a lot sooner.
Yeah. Well,
I've learned over the years.
Dude, I couldn't take it though in the hotel room. Those were like
smelled so bad.
So bad. It was like it
we should have rented a whole nother room to just hair dry those shoes in. It'd have been so worth it. Like, of course, I guess we could have bought a new pair of them at that point. But
it's like that.
Good to think about, like getting a whole nother room to do your shoes in, because
it was like Ron Burgundy. It's like it smells like a turd covered in burnt hair. Like That was terrible.
Nunchuck socks on a
Yes.
plane, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Pablo's
saying,
talking
man.
about carrying weapons on planes here. TSA, he's going to be like grounded for life.
You want me on that plane. Yeah. Rick says bar of soap in a sock, Full Metal Jacket style. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We don't play around.
Psycho Garage. What you missed was Pablo telling people how to assault people on a plane
Just
by
saying.
carrying a hardball and a tube sock in his carry-on. So that happened in this episode.
I know, right?
If that doesn't get us demonetized,
you need the more you know sound. Do 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 do.
That's your easy button for travel right there.
I'm saying, dude,
that's nunchuck somebody on the sly.
Yeah, man. I could be surgical too if I hop up in the aisle and just pow. It hurts.
Imagine it hurts. I got hit in the face by a pitch when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Nice old shiner from it. Couldn't open my eyeball.
Imagine a big tubby guy bearing down, whipping one at you. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Matt Harris?
Incidentally, did you see
Killing RC cars in the house says balls and sticks? That's what she said.
Yeah. Did you see the Little League clip today of the kid that buzzed the tower and hit a kid, eye socketed him, and the kid dropped and then went to first, and the pitcher was shook up pretty bad, and the kid from first came over and gave the pitcher a hug and said he's doing all right and don't worry about it, kind of a thing. It was awesome.
No,
Little League baseball, man. Love that stuff.
Yeah. If it would have been you'd have picked up the ball, put it in your sock, and you just hit the pitcher.
I'm coming out of the booth.
Did you see Hemi Storm's chopped SCX6?
He did that a while ago, right?
2 weeks ago, but he's been out running it and it looks amazing.
Oh, I haven't seen any run.
He did the stretched one where he did like cool stuff to it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was even stretched. He just like redid the whole back end of it to make it look off. He turned into a gladiator.
That's right. That's the one I've seen.
Stretch it. And then this one he shortened into a 2-door.
I need to get one of those for these long hikes. That would be rad.
Yeah, that way if it ever broke down. I don't even know if it goes 7 miles without like battery changes. Oh yeah.
That it takes that much juice, huh?
I don't know. I haven't driven for 7 miles in one go. I usually like bail after like I felt good after about 20 minutes. I'm good. That was fun. You guys have fun RCing. I did. All right.
Yeah.
Let's break out something else and try it. Like I don't just like run one of them for. I do one battery through it. And crawlers, I don't go through a whole battery. I've never. Like, how long's the battery last? It's a freaking crawler. You should never find out the end of it. It should always be running when you stop.
Oh, dude, I crush those. I crush them all the time. So here's I did some math. It's on my phone, isn't it? Oh, son of a. So here's what I did on my last hike.
12 o'clock. I'm not talking about math.
I took Lazarus and I put that on my back with my hiking pack. And so I drove the gate. Well, me and my son took turns driving the gatekeeper up there, drove it up there. And then I wanted to get some video with Lazarus driving around. So I had that on my back. My backpack's 10 pounds and Lazarus is about 10 or 11 pounds on top of it. And that was
dry. Your backpack 10 pounds without an RC car.
Bro, I'm going on a 7-mile hike.
What do you got in there?
I got a toilet, first aid kit, toilet paper, flashlight, knives, tools, water, food, some shelter. You never know, man. 7 miles is a long ways. If I break down myself at 7 miles deep,
don't all Bear Grylls and your RC adventures. Next level. This week we're dropping in on
Mount Kilimanjaro.
10-pound backpack.
I'll be rappelling with the RC hanging off my back.
And this bowling ball of an RC made by RC Amigos himself.
Well,
why is heavy? We don't know. It just does it that way.
I know. An 11-pound crawler, man.
I'll be your announcer for your show. Like,
let's do it. Okay, so I sent you
do my best Mike Rowe / every like action movie announcer guy from the 80s.
Yeah.
Over for it.
Well, I sent you the name of the channel, right? That's the plan. I'm totally gonna be doing that hardcore stuff.
It better have like a Miami Vice look to the logo at this point. Like,
I know. It's gonna be like
to see some kind of a Rawlings stamp on it at this point. Like,
it's gonna be like Naked and Afraid, like
Naked Gun meets Naked and Afraid.
It's gonna be awesome. So I think I'm gonna set that goal for myself. I'll say it here first. I want to do 120 miles in a year. Think I can do it?
That just let all the wind out of the bag. Guys, it's been good.
Don't be scared, Tony. You can do it. I walked 7.5 miles to a rock show in Omaha, Nebraska ages ago. I had no money for a cab. Yeah, 100% ball sock adventures. No batteries and afraid. Oh, dude, that's another thing that I have in my backpack. I have a solar battery bank that I keep on the back of my backpack so I can plug in my phone GPS. This isn't Doomsday Preppers. It's RC Adventures. Yes, sir. Bug out bag. I'm telling you. I mean, look. So,
how many MREs do you have?
Oh, here it is. Here's my pack right now. So here's what's left in my.
You need one of those like metal racks on the back of it that supports like your hip.
So we got leftover Lunchables for me and the kid. And here's how I do it. I do it gangster. Like if Carrie all wants to send me out one, I'd gladly try it. But I just strap it to my hiking pack. This used to be my snowboarding pack when I was. This pack has been with me since '98. No joke. It's a long time.
That is a long time.
That's a long time. But
your other sack is getting jealous.
All Bear needs is that ball sock and he's out. All he needs to do is see the ball sack. He's like, I'm out. I like it. Yeah, no, dude, this thing is awesome. So there's the gatekeeper once again. But wow, this thing
Zachary Dunner, let it go. Letting it go. It's gone.
So see, there's my solar battery bank. I actually used it.
It looks like an iPhone.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. I used it this time because my phone was about to die on 7 miles, and I was like, well, I'll just plug it in and walk for a few. What else do I have in here? Another Lunchable.
You don't have one of those USB adapters that Carry All RC puts in their packs so you can charge your phone off your battery?
You mean like this one?
Yeah, that would do.
Yep, I have that. I have extra SD cards, GoPro batteries.
I'm actually kind of disappointed. I figured you were a pizza Lunchable kind of guy.
Those are for my kids, man.
Hot pockets.
Yep. Whatever those things are called.
Yeah, it's a knockoff of those bendable tripods. Yep.
No, this is the name brand one. This is Photo Pro. It's a good one.
It's not name brand. Photo Pro. It sounds Amazon.
All my battery packs. Let's see.
No wonder you go through them. They're so small. What is it, like a 1,000 milliamp?
That's a 2200. Most of them. No, on my Lazarus one, I don't run anything smaller than a 5200 on that one.
Okay.
I have an 8,000 in that one too. Oh, here's another pro tip. When you go to those bathrooms and they have the little roll of toilet paper left over, you steal it and you keep it, and then you have a huge supply of toilet paper for hiking in a plastic baggie and a lighter.
That to blow your nose with?
Blow something else out
That's not name brand. I thought you were gonna say like a Gorilla Pod or something like by Joby.
No, that's too fancy for me. So
Photo Pro.
you could just put all that in a big sock.
Pro in the name.
Yeah. I thought that's what it meant, man. I was like, Photo Pro, why not? Yeah. I'm a pro. I just realized my keyboard is missing 3 function keys.
What's that? Mute?
Yeah, I know.
Change the channel.
It says, dang, you haul tons of crap in my carry-all. I have batteries and some H2O. Yeah, dude, but
half roll from your own house, it takes up too much space.
Like, yeah, it does.
Thing would fit inside the tube of the half roll. Like it's so
small. Yeah, it lasts forever.
Yeah. Gotta be like pickpocket, but we've already talked about it. Pablo's like already gangster. He's carrying like a nunchuck in his bag when he gets on a plane.
He says Matt Harris says no JB Weld though. Not, I've thought about carrying super glue. Actually, that was one of the things that I was going to get.
Is glue, man, for your tires or for whatever else.
Yeah. I was going to get those little teeny pack, like the emergency super glue, like little, what are they called? Like the little toothpaste ones that are like that big. I was going to get one of those.
So now here's the thing, you guys. Zachary Dutter, I'm reading your comments. This is all good news, but all you got to keep is a bunch of singles in your wallet, and you're good.
A bunch of singles.
This happened to me in Cuba, man. It was dire straits.
You use money?
There's no toilet paper to be found.
Wow.
In this and it's like,
I got one up on you.
You're either like, do you dispose of your underwear and use them? Like you've just done something unbelievable in an already unbelievable dirtiest bath you've ever seen. And like there's a volcano of brown coming out of the toilet from all of the people ahead of you when you get there. It's the worst thing you've ever encountered or seen in your life. And you're like, there ain't no teepee. But I got a couple singles. Fold that bad boy up, baby.
You got to crinkle it up first, soften up that cotton.
Made of money. Just chucking out those singles, like
then you're burning it.
Yeah.
So once I was on a hike and I didn't have anything.
Then you're like, are people gonna try and get this and reuse it? Like that's my like reality is like, oh god, somebody's gonna like.
So did you poke the volcano and push it in?
No, get that, baby. That stuff went as close as it could to the toilet overflowing trash can.
Yep.
So that's what you guys get here: honesty, truth.
So I was on a hike.
That's for real happened to me.
Yeah, I used to
doing a shoot in a hospital about nurses that work there in Cuba, and I asked them, I'm like, where do you guys like? Can I go where you guys go? Because I already know like it's bad, like it's, and they're like, oh no, you don't want to go. I'm like, okay, so we're like tearing down. I'm like, no, I gotta go. Like, point me, and they're like all embarrassed, like, oh my gosh, there's like all these women.
Oh no.
And they're just like, they take me to this place, and I'm like, oh dear God.
Wow. Yeah, I've been to bathrooms like that, and then in other countries they don't flush; they have a separate receptacle and stuff like that too.
It didn't matter because somebody had an ungodly something, and the water system, like it just don't work there anyway. So,
JK says clearly you have never been on a commercial job site in the middle of summer.
Somebody comes in with the shovel and takes care of that every day. It's not cool. Anyway.
So one time I was on a hike and it hit me and I was probably 5 miles in and I was like totally in the middle of nowhere. Right. And so I'm like, what's SXT ice super glue?
Yeah. He runs SXT brand.
Oh, that's right.
Use his ice glue and it is legit. I use it for my tires.
Yeah. Put it against Gorilla Glue anytime.
Well,
so I'm out on this hike.
It's so hard to work with. Go ahead.
I'm on this hike.
We're gonna go into more poo jokes for a minute, guys. We'll get back to RC in just a second. Last one, we promise.
So I'm out there and I'm like, oh crap. And I go out at like sunrise so that I don't run into people out there. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm on my way back at this point. I'm 5 miles out, and I'm like, am I gonna run into someone? And so I try to like traverse up the trail as far as I can go, and I'm hiding behind a tree. Same thing, except I wear those tank tops underneath, and I was like, so I literally everything comes off, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, looks like I'm shredding this tank top.
You're a shirt destroyer, my friend.
I am a
That's
shirt
the
destroyer.
second shirt I know you've destroyed.
Oh, I destroyed this one in a bad way, but yeah.
All right, RC guys, what do you guys have that's new and interesting that we should talk about or go into? Yeah, the NorCal stuff.
Oh,
not to
dude.
put them after all of our poop stuff.
Well, you know,
This event, scale wise, looked so good. The jumps, the freestyle,
yeah.
the trucks that they were building for it, crunch time. Jacob Smallwood built that one. You almost spoiled it for everybody.
I know.
I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I remember that. I was like, idiot. Oh,
Yeah. It was so good. I've been watching the videos and
yeah.
They're not showing up on here, but I saw them on
Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, here's one of them. Look at that.
Yeah. Jurassic
So
Attack.
good.
Is that
Jurassic Attack looks so good. That was Letcher's truck. Oh, no new ones in that photo group. Oh, Eric Myers. Here we go. Oh, is it going to give us a whole bunch? Oh, snap.
Look at that. Spacebar.
Can I spacebar them from here?
I thought so.
Through Google Drive. I don't think so. Oh, here we go.
Boom.
One time them. That's a bummer. There were some awesome photos, though. Look at the side-by-side start and the big wide gate. So,
I love that gate. That gate
look
is
at the knucklehead.
That's cool.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gate is awesome with all the graphics.
Yeah.
Black Market RC, NorCal. So good. Anyway, Eric Myers, I met him at the Monster Jam. Awesome stuff. His photography is awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I've got a new motor coming. I've never tried it. I'm a Holmes hobby guy and / hobby wing, mostly Holmes hobbies, like 90%, 95% Holmes hobbies.
Yeah.
And I've got a new motor coming. And I'm interested if anyone's used it. It's a surprise, the Associated motor. It is the Radon 2 19 turn 13 slot motor. It's a 540. It says it's equivalent to like a 3200 kV. And then I bought a monster pinion. Where's the pinion? 23 tooth pinion for an element. Should boogie. Should do pretty good. So I'm interested about that motor. I've heard good things about it. It's a rebuildable can versus like a sealed can one.
Yep.
So we'll see. You know, I have that issue with water out here. We have a lot of water crossings on the trails. So none of my brushed motors or brushless have had an issue, but I don't run any outrunners just because of that. I kind of want to. I want to do on these hikes. I want to do a section where it's like a creepy crawly section where I just kind of zen out and do that kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for this Night Runner body. Like I said, it's a little different for me. It's a little modern. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to address it, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
I'd dress it like a girl.
Yeah, you would. And then you'd talk to it. Be like, hey, Night Runner, how's it going? Have you seen my OnlyFans?
So we showed up at Walter RC Park. This is how the King of the Hill is looking. And we ran the trucks on it. This is going to be the, well, if it doesn't change, this will be the Purgatory. This is the, I think it's called King of the Hill. It's not King of the Hill. It's King of the Rocks.
Yeah. So, okay. So if they do change it, how are they going to do Purgatory? Are they just not going to do it anymore?
No, they will. I'm just saying, I don't know if the layout's going to stay the same.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they're going to work on, that's up in the air.
Gotcha.
It looks awesome as it is. Like it's gnarly.
Oh, I just got an idea how I can make an appearance. We'll just do a GoFundMe and I'll get dropped in like Bear Grylls from a helicopter. I'll
Oh,
rappel down. I'll rappel
that'd be
down
cool.
and I'll just like overhead rappel from one tree to another and be like, I'm here, guys. I made it.
The purgatory looks awesome. I do want to compete in that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to compete in the gauntlet. I'm not going to compete in the 24 scale. I hope to do like this and the King of Rocks. Like those would be like the two things because it just looks super fun.
Right.
So, King of Rocks.
I know. Right.
Keep saying King of the Hill. Like that's pretty copyrighted. Sorry, guys.
Well, you know,
it's not King of Hammers. It's not King of. It's King of Rocks.
King of Rocks.
But look at. I mean, we were hitting this thing, and like if you hit it wrong, it was just like axle smash into a rock.
That is the worst sound.
You hit it and you like jump out.
That's the worst sound.
Like, you're like, oh, yeah. So this is dry. It'll be muddy. It'll be gnarly. So yeah, you have to go up and around this green post and back down. And some of these climbs up these rocks is insane. You could cheat and go this route, which is really easy right now, but all of this is going to get rocks added to it to make it hard.
And water. Yes.
But yeah, this is all the playground of stuff. And then camping, like look at all the green back in the back here.
Mm-hmm. What's your thought on the Rift?
Yeah.
So we have a guy that races it
cool.
What's that?
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's straight fun.
Yeah.
It's not controlled. I haven't got mine controlled at least. Mine's just a wild maniac of an RC. Like
right.
It's just out of control fun. Like just puts a smile on my face every time I drive it.
But
if I were racing it, it would probably piss me off.
Yeah, we have a guy that races it in the U4 series in the 2.2 solid, and we have a couple guys, and they have them set up pretty well. They rip, but it's like one of those rigs where I'm like, what do you use it for? Like it's got its own,
man. It goes nuts.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
it's a beast of a truck. Like it just hits everything and goes.
I've got to try that rock racing, or not rock racing, but the hill climb, the shootout style stuff.
Yeah.
I got to try that. I mean, we do the U4 rock racing, which is a whole different animal because you're going a little bit more speed, I think, than going uphill. But yeah, it's like, I see the vertical stuff. It looks rad. I got to try that out.
So this, like, I was wondering if we could do our laser nuts and that on it, but I don't know that a laser nut would do well on it because these are some big rocks and it does not have ground clearance like the Rift does.
Right.
Be able to like reach over things and pull itself up.
Right.
But yeah, it's a bit of a beast. So I need to lock mine up. I need to get mine worked on some either by me or by somebody I trust because my front end is not locked and it just slips all over and I need that front pull. So
is your center diff locked?
No, I'm probably going to just put earplugs in both, call it close to lock, but not fully.
On my Baja Ray, I locked the rear diff and I'm going to lock the center diff and it does pretty well with just the rear diff locked, like full on locked, like locker and the diff. It does pretty well. I don't know if I'm going to lock the front. I don't think so, just because at least on the Baja Ray, you need it to kind of dig and turn.
Yeah.
Versus just kind of roll over, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think the problem with having the rear end locked is when you're trying to pull, if you get too much push with the rear and you're not slipping to just kind of aid it, it'll actually twist the truck and I don't know.
Yeah, that truck has a lot of torque twist from what I've seen.
So I'd rather just pull from the front, like have it diff to the front and then the back end kind of let it slip a little bit while the front end's working. I think.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Just kidding.
I think if we do
you got to have that rear diff.
Earplug the front of it in the center and leave the rear.
I wouldn't do that. I'd lock the
maybe
the
at
rear.
500 or something. I wouldn't lock the rear.
Yeah, I'd lock the rear. Lock the rear, earplug the front and the middle. That's what I would do.
Last thing I want's only the rear pushing. It's gonna roll it over.
No.
You're climbing rocks. You're crazy.
Yeah, but you got to get the front end onto the rocks first before you pull yourself over. Yep. Baja Raids, it needs aluminum front diff housing. Stripped a few gears out of mine because the plastic like to flex so much.
So here's what I have. I have Vidavon metal axles already. I have Vidavon front sway bar kit that you remove the plastic. There's a whole section of plastic you remove that you replace with their Vidavon one that allows you to run the bars through it.
Oh, nice.
So you can do a front sway bar. I've got the rear sway bars. I've got their rear trailing arms, and none of it is installed. It's all in a box for my shoulder over here. Yay me.
Yay. I want to try those Trial axles for the Baja Ray or for the Rock Ray that they just came out with. I think that would be cool.
Keep talking.
It says, Pablo, build your Rift and come to the Gauntlet and throw down your earplugs and locked rear diff. Talk is cheap. Hey man, I do all the rock racing out here. I'd probably hit it with my Nomad. I don't need a Rift for that. Do a Nomad. Out here we have real rocks, my friend. We have mountains. So I think we'd be all right. Those rocks, I've got to show you pictures of the trail that we did just walking a trail out here. We massive boulders that we're getting over. That's what I was talking about earlier. They call it scrambling out here when you do the hikes, when you have to get through all those different rocks and stuff. It's pretty intense for the crawlers, but it's fun. Jeff Walter says, I just leave mine stock for now. All's in throttle management.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's all this metal.
Oh, those are sick.
Metal axles to keep them from breaking.
Yeah.
Trailing arms.
Super nice.
Axle. I forgot I got these two.
Oh, there you go.
Rift
Cool.
sway bars. Then this is the piece that goes in the chassis, the cage.
Yeah. Slides over.
That allows you to run these guys.
Nice.
And do a front sway bar. Trailing arms. Knuckles.
All the good stuff.
So all the money I didn't spend on the toilet in Cuba went into these. That's where all those dollar bills went.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But it doesn't need them, honestly. So that's what I was trying to prove with it. I've been running it. The only issue I had with mine was the front steering link kept just breaking. Like it just kept ripping out the rod end, and it wasn't. Nobody else was having issues with it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'm just going to change that and see if that fixes it. And I have not. I mean, I've beat the crap out of it, and I just broke another rod end for one of the front links. But that was when Owen Rogers and I were beating them up. So Black Market RC, we did just show them. They look pretty all right.
Pretty
I don't
all
think
right.
they look as good as the JConcepts one.
Nowhere close.
But I bet they cost about half as much. That's
you think guess. So? How much do you think JCon's going to be?
Do you think? I don't know if they're going to come with wheels and tires as a combo pre-glued. The Enduro ones probably will. Yeah. Is my guess. And they will probably be what? 30 bucks?
20 bucks a pair.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yep.
I just know the quality of the JConcepts stuff or what we do with monster trucks.
Super nice. Yeah. Super nice. That's why I was talking about the compound. Like the compound on the JConcepts, you can really tell the difference between the different compounds.
Yeah, he says 31 bucks for 4 wheels and tires.
For the Enduro ones?
That's tough to beat.
It's like the munitions, man.
But they don't have to because JConcepts has such a good name and reputation in the monster truck RC industry.
Well,
that people are going to want those Renegade tires.
Yeah.
For racing.
Yeah.
but the
Yeah,
gold
but-
ears too. But for if you just got a bunch of them out, I mean, for $31,
You can use the Endura ones for the corners for turning. That would look cool.
Mm.
Scale out your track. I know. I was actually talking to Kaylin about like I haven't been super sold until I went and ran all those at Ryan Anderson's house. And then I was like, okay, I get it. Like it could be fun. And
really
especially
fun losing the race every time.
what's that?
It was fun losing the race every race.
I know. I know. He was whooping on
your
me.
butt, man.
Oh, dude, he was whooping on me.
It was
But,
quick though. Like he had done it enough times while we were all dinking around.
Oh yeah.
Down, man.
Well, and you can tell he drives those things all the time. So
Yeah.
He was I didn't feel bad about losing to him. So but no, I think when you have two of them and you have like you can set up different courses. Like I was looking, we have a couple like throw rugs, and I was like, wow, a 6x12 rug, you could really throw down a cool Monster Jam course. Like that's that's almost too big because the space that we were running in was a lot smaller than that. And but yeah, you could really,
especially if it's straight line or like just a short J hook.
Yeah, for sure. So I would definitely be down for doing some of that out here. I actually got so for my, not mine, but for the kids' body, the Ryan Anderson body, or the Son of a Digger body, I got another puck light that's for changing blue, but it's based, I think it's the same one that you got where you could change it from, comes in a 3-pack.
Put a little glow inside it.
Yep.
Nice.
So I got
that's what I got. I left them.
Yeah.
One of the 3.
Yep. So that'll be cool.
Actually, I bought mine as singles, but I bought 3 of them.
I got them for $9.99 for 3 on.
But do they each have a remote?
Yep.
Okay. So maybe I did get a 3-pack then.
You probably did. Yeah.
I at least got a 2-pack because I have another one here.
My kid is 4. She's got those.
Yeah, that's what you need, right?
PCB. Yep. So I'll pay for quality over getting a better deal on parts. Seems like to hold.
Yeah, I agree with that, but the Endura stuff has been pretty good. Like I've run a lot of their stuff, and it's not bad.
Well, a lot of the stuff is benchmarked too. Like it's all very similar that they're selling from other brands.
And I think they make it so they can do it for really cheap too.
Yeah.
Like because of the whole T-Mot 6 thing and
right.
The first time I heard of Endura, makes me think that they actually manufacture stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, Jeff Brown. I'm just picking on you, Jeff. So I don't know if you heard what I was talking about.
Oh, it's tough to see grown men cry. Out.
Just saying. You should see the rocks out here, my friend. We've got rocks. It's like the Crocodile Dundee thing.
We had a good time. It was me, Jeff Brown, Jeff Walter, and Dave Walter, and it was a good morning.
Yeah.
And then I stayed and ran the infraction and the Skeeter.
I want to see more of the Skeeter thing. Show me that artwork. Do you have it nearby, or do you have a picture of it?
Oh, I was gonna get that. Entertain for a minute.
Entertain. So
dance.
Coming up next on CCXRC OnlyFans. No, just kidding. So Tony was asking me about these. Ooh, I got sand dropping all over me. So this is the first sand rail that I did.
Is that the one you're sending me?
No, I'm sending you just a bunch of parts from Scale Metal Supplies.
I don't know how to build.
Maybe I will just send you. Well, we could talk about it, Tony. Maybe I will build you one and we can just do videos on it. That'd be pretty
green.
Cool. You want a green one?
Yep.
All right.
So here's what they sent me. All blowed out.
Whoa. They actually did a sticker pack for the car?
No, they didn't. I don't know if they did it.
Well, what's that? Come on, Tony. This is Bush League, Tony. Get that ISO down. What is that for? That's got to be for the car.
I don't know. They look like flags. But see how they did the mix? That's the other logo that they've cut in.
Yes. Yeah.
But this one has like the gray half of it, and then
that is sick. I know why.
then
Why,
this here.
what do you mean I know why? So the sticker says I know why.
I don't know, because of Team Corrali. That's why.
I did see the finished taco truck. It looks sick. It looked like you took a little roll on it too. I was like, oh man.
Oh, wrong person.
Hey,
I gotta fix my light.
fix your light. Yeah, no, dude, that looks sick. Two things I want to get into that game is the bashing and then into the 24 scale monster truck. Got to get into that kind of stuff. The
Bashing's just everyday like just do it.
Yeah. Well, I gotta set up a rig for it. I was thinking about setting up my Baja Ray for it and just beating the snot out of that one. But
I just realized what it's for.
What is it for? Someone said the wing decals. Jeff Brown said window decals. Ooh. You're gonna have like a
ciao.
Ka-chow.
I got my own microphone decals, baby.
Sweet.
It's too bright though. I should have put it over here where it's in the shadow side.
Oh, come on. Now you're gonna peel it and get it all stretched out. It's gonna look like your underwear from North Carolina.
Hey.
Gross. Yuck.
I was gonna do a podcast today.
Yeah.
Talking about this thing. Yeah, it looks wicked.
Talking about the Corrali?
Yeah.
Which one was it that they
the Skeeter?
Skeeter. Okay. They have what is it called? The Mamba, and there's another one that I really like.
The Kronos.
No, let me find it. RPP.
See Matthew Copeland.
RPP sells them a lot. I've been looking at them. Team Corrali. Is it Corrali or Corrali?
Done really good on here, actually. Would have wrapped on here nice.
The Punisher looks dope.
Oh yeah, Punisher.
And then the Dementor.
That looks a lot like the Notorious, though.
It does, but that's okay. It's got flames on it.
So the Kronos looks like the Creighton.
Mm-hmm.
The Python, which is the same letters as the Typhon, just rearranged,
yeah.
looks like a Typhon. I like that the Skeeter is kind of like its own thing.
Did you pull up that song yet? The Skeet, Skeet, Skeet song?
No.
Come on.
It was a long time ago you asked about that.
I know.
But I didn't. I didn't care enough to look.
The Jumbo looks cool. There's a green one of the Jumbo that I like. Its tires are huge.
So that's the one thing, speaking of tires, this thing has really hard foams in it. So it almost handles like it's belted.
Psycho Garage says, I got a new servo in the mail yesterday. What was it called again? The Powerful Poodle? The Dangerous Dachshund? No, wait. It was the Mighty Chihuahua.
I'm going to steal all those names. So thank you, Psycho Garage. Yeah, the Jumbo looks cool.
The Punisher looks rad because it looks like a Charger on the front.
But
the truck.
The Jumbo looks very much like the Red Cat Volcano as far as art.
You got to look at the Punisher. I like the Punisher. I like the colors. Black and yellow. That's my jam.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks so sick.
Yeah, and it's just got like that car vibe on the front, like a 70s.
It looks like a Charger or a Challenger or something like that. Oh, looks so dope.
Yeah. That turns into a truck with a wing on it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
6S brushless long wheelbase monster truck. They call it a monster truck, Tony. It's right up your alley. It's right up your Corrali. Oh,
the radio looks cool too with that cool
radio
yellow rubber piece on it.
Who cares about the radio?
Me.
It does look cool though.
Shogun, that looks pretty good too. We got several good looking trucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. And then they have that weird Jeep thing too.
Yeah. However, the Skeeter, whatever, I mean, I know some people have had issues with some of the other ones and braking and whatever. The Skeeter, man, they've engineered that thing, and it's short wheelbase. It's just, I mean, there's so much reinforcement in there. Like the shock towers have a brace that goes to the center bracing that braces the chassis of it all. It's all just reinforced to itself, and it's insane.
It's a lot of brace action. I like how they have the pad on the top, so it doesn't crumple.
Yeah,
so it doesn't crumple down. RC4L says, buy it and bash it, Pablo.
My thing with it is, like, I don't have anything against any RC company. I'm all for having more cars in the market. Like, I think that's good for innovation. They just didn't have them in stock, like, anywhere locally for me. And so, if I wasn't getting something like a typical Horizon or Traxxas or whatever, I was looking, I'd get to Kyosho because they had it in my store, and there still wasn't part support for it, but I could just, on a whim, just pick it up. And there went my RC money for the month, oh, I just saw this cool charger by Kyosho. I'm going to get it. So that's the same thing that got me.
Yeah. Same problem with Red Cat. Like, Red Cat's a great product, but they're not carried in all the stores. And so it's hard to be like, try it out. It's a good budget. Like, first, I think we talked about the Gen 8 Black Edition or whatever it's called. Dude, for the money, awesome deal.
Well, the Axe Edition too, right?
That's what I'm talking about. The Axe Edition. Yeah. Awesome for the money.
Psycho 13 Garage. I did buy the honcho from Jeff Brown at Reaction RC Hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The day after we talked about it.
RPP has some parts in stock for Corrali.
Yeah, it's HRP, so it's available in the U.S. I did see it in a hobby town in Delaware. They stocked it. But it wasn't in my lot. Like, we were going up to a race in Connecticut.
Delaware. Let's go to Delaware.
Yeah, well, I was driving up to Connecticut.
That's my Wayne's World
night in Delaware. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. You're like, whatever. Cool story, bro.
Wayne's World is so yesterday, man. Come on. Do those guys even do anything anymore? Like Mike Myers, who's he? Like,
who's he?
Where'd he go? But yeah, so
Jeff Brown says he has almost all the parts for Gen 7, Gen 8, and Axe Edition was discontinued. Was it discontinued? That's too bad.
Oh, yeah, the Axe Edition did get discontinued, but it was an awesome vehicle.
For the price point?
Oh, man, it was way above what anybody else offered at the time.
Yeah.
First brushless in a RTR crawler, really.
Well,
that was mainstream.
Totally mainstream.
Reef Servo, like, they went next level with it. So, yeah.
Next level.
But Brad Kelman, what is going on, man? I see that. Yeah, I saw what happened with Guru and stuff. It's definitely, prayers go out to him, man. That's not easy, and it happened so fast. So, but yeah, always limited edition. The Axe, yes, they were just a quick run thing.
Bummer. I'm looking up my Red Cat account right now to see if I can still access it. Probably not.
Hey, so I saw a company was selling the Team Associated, the DB8. Is that what you have? The
Nomad.
Yeah. Had you seen that? There was somebody selling for like $500.
No. Where?
Well, I don't think it's a legit site.
A new one? They're not in production.
Right. There was a store that had them.
Active Power?
No. So Active Power Sports is definitely
because it's
to buy from. It's like that, though. It's like,
it says they have it for $589 right now.
Really? So they have a second site. I'm pretty sure it's got to be them. It's like Mindset RC or Mind.
I'll tell you what, if anyone wants to buy mine for $450 without my wheels, I'll sell it to you now. And I'll even put in new wheels for you. Live RC, is that it? No.
They have it for the same price as Active Power Sports did on sale. But you put in your order and they don't have access to it. They're just going to hold your money.
Right.
Active Power Sports is junk. I'd sent it to Jeff Brown. Who was that link, Jeff, that I sent you?
Bonanza? No.
Mind RC, Mind Radio Control.
What?
MindRC.com. When I looked up the Nomad before, their site turned up and it had BB-8 on it for $519.99.
Crazy. Oh yeah, there it is, $519. Save $280.
Yep.
I wonder if they actually have a new one on there.
No, I don't believe they do. It seems like a reseller that basically you order from them and then they try to have it drop shipped like Active Power Sports. But if it's in stock, they still say that they have it, even if they don't. They're just willing to take your money.
I wonder if you can call them and be like, "Do you have this in stock?"
That's
like
right now. It's like call them and somebody asked me like, "Hey, have you heard of Mind RC?" I'm like, "Well, I just literally found it, and it did not seem legit."
Yeah, I would sell mine for $450. I kind of want to get the MT8 and convert it and do an actual metal cage on it, which would be the same thing, essentially. A little bit different. But I really like mine. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Dude, okay. So I've never driven the MT8. It's very similar, and it's close to an RC8 buggy. This thing is so planted, like with the stock tires, it is very difficult to get the wheels off the ground when you're turning on concrete. Like it's just like, and that's 3.4S, just wham, like it just rails, man. It is a really, really good handling truck. I need to get out to the track sometime soon and let it rip out there. I haven't let it eat in a while. I missed the last 2 months of racing.
Jeff says that my bad driving today, I did awesome. There was one time I got into that little intersection, but I was rocking it.
Have you ever seen, here's an idea for their oval.
Speaking false narratives.
Have you ever seen Figure 8 RCing?
Yes, I've done it.
Really?
It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that seems like
we did it with monster trucks, dude. All of our guys at Horizon RC Fest, they were calling for Figure 8. Nobody showed up. We all showed up with our like race trucks.
Oh, you're crazy.
The freestyle RC guys showed up. I had my LMT, and we all just Figure 8'd. I destroyed all of them with the LMT. Literally just.
That's a brick. Bam.
Oh man. Well, so the thing with the freestyle is they have the rod ends still that are smaller, and you get them just right, and you can pop one of those things. Knock them out.
That'd be a fun crawler event to do Figure 8 crawler, because they're just slow enough, most of them, where it's like no, and then there's some that are pretty fast. But yeah, that'd be pretty rad.
Brad, I can't make it this Thursday. I've got to watch my kids. My in-laws are out of town, so I am on work / also taking care of my kids because it's summer break for them duty.
When do you guys go back to school?
Labor Day.
Yeah,
after Labor Day,
like the 6th or whatever.
And I got friends already saying their kids are going back to school right now. I'm like, August 10th?
That's crazy.
That's too early. Colorado, too early. Especially Colorado. Like, you've got all freaking winter to be stuck in school. Like, enjoy your summer.
Well, that's probably the reason. I bet you they take a winter break out there.
Why would you? Oh, I guess they like skiing.
Yeah. We used to have a winter break out here where it'd be like a week off in February, I think, and then another one in April. Yeah. It was pretty cool. They don't do it anymore. But my kids started
I love
Monday
3 minute
in
of
California.
school this summer, man. Or not school, of vacation this summer for my kids
Yeah.
in Michigan. Night and day difference between Virginia.
Yeah.
Like Virginia, where I'm like, guys, I got to work. Go outside and play. Like, go ride your bikes. They get to the end of the drive, like, Dad, it's so hot. I'm like, go and ride. And they go a little bit. I walk out and I go outside to watch them. I'm like, okay, never mind. Come back in. This is ridiculous. I've been out here for a minute and a half and I have
Play
to
some
change
video
my
games.
clothes. Like, I
Yeah.
gotta go change my clothes. You guys go get in the pool. Like, this is stupid. But here, man, we are out. So today we went and played pickleball at about 4. So I clocked off. I went to the post office to drop off all my stuff that people ordered. Played pickleball till 5:15, 5:20.
Nice.
Ate dinner. Loaded up all the bikes in the car. Went to the Spring Lake. Rode the bike trails around. There's bike trails everywhere here. So hit the Spring Lake bike trails. Just rode around.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the lake. Which we're on the river, but we went and just rode around the lake there. And there's lakes everywhere, first of all. So it's insane how much priority they put into outdoor activities here in Michigan.
Yeah.
So like we went to the park. So we parked at Spring Lake Park. Get out, and there's 8 pickleball courts all filled with people playing. Basketball court has pickup games going on.
Yeah.
Like just awesome outdoor activities. All you can see all these bike racks of people that are also parked there that are out hitting the trails because it's an 11-mile trail around the lake.
Child's play.
So yeah,
just kidding.
Well, it's hilly. That's the thing. Like you have so many. Yeah, it's a lot of hills. But anyway, it's awesome.
That's cool, man.
How cool. So yeah, I mean, we just outside. Yesterday we went out in our kayaks and fished for 2.5 hours.
Do you guys have a lot of trees there?
Yes.
Like tree canopy cover?
Yeah.
That's so nice. But
you don't need it.
No, but I mean, we did our hike last, what day did we go out? Saturday. And it was hot. I think it got up to 92. We were hiking. We got a late start. I think I was on trail at 11 and we did 5 hours out there. We stayed an hour at the waterfall. But most of it, 90% of it was under trees as we were walking out. And so it was nice. You know, it was comfortable. We're by a creek. You get a little bit
we have
breeze.
too our breezes. We have like lake breezes that are just so nice to cool it off, even if you're not under the like canopy.
Yeah.
So, but tree cover does help.
Yeah. I'm worried about this weekend. I don't know what the weather is.
Oh, people, their kids start tomorrow.
I know. California, I was reading that.
For even more reasons. Like they sucked before. But starting, they're already in school. Holy crap.
Oh, dude. Saturday is going to be the perfect day for a hike. High of 79, low of 57. I'm going to try to get up and be out on trail by 6 o'clock. It's an hour away.
Yeah. So yeah, Jeff's saying we had a 95 heat index on Saturday, 70 this morning.
Yeah.
It was cold overnight. Like we had our windows open, like screens. I got cold, like multiple covers on, cold.
Did you not have your digger jammies on?
I did not, but I had my son of a digger pillow.
Okay.
Well, it's not a pillow, it's a stuffy.
Oh, yeah.
The stuffed animal son of a digger truck. So we're good. But yeah. Need a camo hat. I need to find something to make more of these camo hats. Yeah, so Saturday night we went. They had the Coast Guard thing. So
I saw that picture. Yeah, or the video, or whatever you.
Man, so we boated down, and then I've never boated at night before. Boating back sucked.
It's a little sketchy.
I almost hit like a freaking tree that was down in the river.
Yeah,
that's the other thing is river. You never know. Like you go out like, on your way back. Stuff moves in the river, you know, like, and we're just cruising along. And next thing I know, I'm like pull it full reverse. Like everyone's like, what are you doing? And like my wife looks over the edge. She's like, holy crap. And there's this like the whole root ball of the trees that we're about to smash into.
Yeah.
And like I just barely missed it.
That's
But,
crazy.
yeah.
Do you guys have bats out there?
Yeah, we got bats.
Yeah.
They're not too bad.
Oh, we got bats on the lake out here when you're out on a
Dive
boat
bomb you.
at dusk. And we have the little antenna light that goes up with the little
Yep.
ball on the top.
You got to. You have to have it.
Yeah, and the bats are just like, poof, poof, poof. Dude, we went camping. The place that we go camping at every year, Banks Lake out in Cooley, Washington. Bro, they've got some bats out there.
Yeah.
Like
Ours aren't too bad on the river.
Yeah.
We got enough fly around our yard.
Oh, dude, at night, like we were out there, you know, with the fire going and stuff, and we had trees nearby. I mean, they are just like buzzing the tower
Yeah.
a lot.
I hope there's no super cat lovers in here, but we got eagles around here.
Oh, yeah.
Bald eagles. And so, like, I've dubbed one of my cats Eagle Meat. And I send him outside all the time, hoping he gets taken away by the eagle.
Oh, no.
To his family.
Oh, no. It's like walking the plank.
Like, I'll see the eagle outside. I'm like, go outside, kitty. Not really.
Did you see that on Joe Rogan, how they showed a eagle taking out or maybe it was a hawk taking out a crow?
Really? No.
Dude, super disturbing.
Really?
Like the hawk.
Dude, I watched an eagle freaking like straight up talons out catch a fish.
Oh, yeah.
The most cool thing ever in person. Like, we were sitting on the dock fishing up in Mackinac City.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, there's the eagle. Like, so there's this couple. So we rented a house in a little 5 cottage property.
Uh-huh.
They're like Airbnb, and this couple's like, oh, you guys have been awesome. Like, they come down for the sunset with us. Like, oh, there's an eagle preserve over here.
Yeah.
Like, we're out every night. We try to see him. We never see him. I'm like,
their little teacup dog. Swoosh.
Like, they've got little like binoculars are out there. She's waiting to watch them. And we're like, oh, really? We've seen him like twice since we've been here. Like, he just like flew across to the trees. Like, he's sitting right over by your house. She's like, what?
Yeah.
We're trying to see him. Like, okay, whatever. They leave. Like, not 20 minutes later, that eagle comes out of the trees, talons out, and like, boom, grabs a bird, takes off back to its nest.
Yeah.
We're like, whoa, like, screaming, you guys, the eagle just caught a fish. Like, we're just going nuts because it's still flying around with it.
Yeah.
Like, to my family, like, I'm just yelling. Like, me and my son are just going nuts.
Yeah.
And I told them later, they're like, what? Like, they looked so dejected that they totally missed it. Like, they just left 10 minutes before. And then an eagle came and scooped up a bird. It was a fish. It was a big fish that he grabbed.
Yeah. We got a lot of eagles here. Our neighbors actually had to put
put one down. He was sick.
Yeah, no. They had to put like thread, like small rope with CDs on them all over their chickens in the back because we had so many eagles just flying around. But dude, okay, so you got to check it out. It's the the latest Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan episode. They show this bird on top of the crow, and he's like snuffing out the crow, and the crow is screaming like, "Hurr, hurr," and the bird's like just like, It's like so disturbing, but so amazing at the same time. It's kind of eye-opening. It's pretty amazing, you know, just to know that the bird's like such a predator, going after the crow. It's when they start talking about cannibalism, the conversation just goes off. Off the rails. But yeah, no, that was a cool one. Let's see. Mosquitoes suck. They're biting me.
Was it just this past weekend or no?
No, well, I don't remember. Here, I'll look it up.
He's been on several times.
It was not too long ago, so I haven't listened in a while.
I remember the whole cannibalism thing.
Yeah, hold on. Where was it? It was July 26th. Psycho Garage. So Pablo likes animal snuff films. Got it.
Cannibalism, crow, crazy. Crocodiles and cannibalism. That sounds.
Yeah. Dude, it was a good one. I liked it. Theo Vaughn's funny, man. He's something else.
I used to live in Cooley, right on.
Oh, really? Who said that? Who said that?
The Daily Crawl.
Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, we go to Banks Lake every the first week we get out of school. We go out there and camp, and Sunbanks. We stayed at Sunbanks. That's where all the bats were. Holy smokes. Sunbanks. It's hot out there too. Super hot.
Why are kids back in school so soon? That's what I want to know.
I know.
I feel like it has something to do with the 87,000 more IRS agents that are looking after people like me that are small business people.
Democrats. No, just kidding.
Not even.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Just
whatever
kidding.
happened this week, that's freaking scary.
I know. I was going to ask if you've got your stuff locked down so you don't get raided.
Well, I haven't gotten my return this year. I was supposed to get a decent one, and I looked into it, and it's all on hold. Like,
Yeah,
it's all being investigated by the IRS.
you're blacklisted.
Freaking ridiculous. I have a tax guy. I don't even do it. I just submit all my stuff to him. All of my
You're like,
and I oversay I didn't get a form from these people, but I got paid this much money. Like,
yeah.
I make sure that anything that is incoming is marked as income. Like,
You're like, he lives in the Bahamas somewhere. I think it's legit. You know,
Swiss, like, no,
I found him on Facebook. Found him on Fiverr. It seems legit. Taking 24 skills trucks to play around our cabin. That sounds like fun.
It's like we got terminalist in reality this week.
Yeah.
Government's nuts, man.
Yeah. It's, you know, what was funny is that, so I watch and try to like research all news outlets. And one of the outlets was trying to say, we need to be very careful on how we title what is going on. And this is like live happening. And they're like, it is not a raid. It's a search and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, sounds like a raid.
Guns, man. Like, if you're going to, like, the ex-president and you're coming in with guns, like,
I know.
You couldn't just work this out amicably? Like,
well, I laughed about it because I was like, yep. And those peaceful protests in Seattle and Oregon, very peaceful. Seeing it firsthand, man. Yeah. Like crazy, right? It's like, come on.
Well, yeah, I'm just like, do they look at who I worked for when the IRS is going after my stuff? Like,
I know.
Nuts, man. Like,
yeah. I know. They look at your search history. You're like, time to switch to DuckDuckGo. There's a new one now. There's another one besides DuckDuckGo I saw.
Why use Duck? I thought you were gonna say because I watched Duck Dynasty. I'm like, I do watch Duck Dynasty a lot, so maybe that hurts me.
Yeah,
my kids are like big into Duck Dynasty, so
I thought
I didn't watch anything except stinking YouTube, man. Like,
yeah, well, that's the problem.
Crazy.
That algo is getting you.
Yeah.
I watched a really interesting video about YouTube stuff by Think Media. It's a recent one. It was the overrated, not overrated one. It was interesting. It was pretty good. I was surprised that they were talking about the length of videos for like kind of starting out and media, you know, just kind of going. They were saying 5 to 8 minutes when I thought it's been over 11 minutes. You're like, no.
I get. Well, if you want to make money,
it's got to be longer.
Longer is better because more ads.
So boring though. Like,
people are bored and people like they just consume.
I'm trying to figure out
how you do it. It helps with everything. It helps with your watch time, your average watch time. There's so many things. So you could post the most riveting 1-minute video and somebody's going to click into it and say, well, crap, I don't want to watch this, and leave in 5 seconds.
Right.
Guess what? If somebody watches it all the way to the end, what does that do for your average? Not a whole hell of a lot.
Right.
But if somebody watches for 5 seconds and bails, but somebody else watches it for the full 20 minutes, what does that do for your watch time?
Right.
Big time difference.
20
so
minutes.
If your videos are only short, then it does not help you at all, which used to be, and who knows, maybe they've changed it. I haven't looked in the last.
There's been a lot of, from what I've been watching, there's been a lot of changes in the last month.
Probably because of all the shorts that they're trying to do with the.
Well, that was one of the things they said that was a big flaw. Is I guess the shorts don't
You don't
link.
make any money off them either, and
Well,
you
not
can't do comments. There's no way to look. They don't link between.
yeah, they don't link between your long form and shorts, and so they were saying that it was like you're not really growing your audience.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you can get subscribers from it, so that helps.
Yeah.
But it's not a hey, Nate, pick it and it'll never heal. What's up, my friend?
Wow.
He's the one that got me into crawling big time.
Nice.
First RC 4-wheel drive I've ever seen was his beautiful Land Rover builds.
Oh, that's cool.
They were good. He converted one into a truck before you could buy it from RC 4-wheel drive as a little truck.
Yeah. That's cool.
It was wicked.
That is cool. I love those super scales things. Like they just look so rad. And I'm one of these days I'm going to get an RC 4-wheel drive rig, just a leafer, just to try it out. I've never ran a leafer.
Yep.
Scale Metal Supplies makes a leafer kit for the AR44s. I think it'll work on the Element axle too, but haven't tried it. Black Market says they're trying to pare them down to 5 to 7 minute recaps. Whoa!
Stop it.
You got it.
Yes. I muted that baby.
There you go.
Woo.
See,
that was invigorating right there.
I think a 20-minute crawl video would be so.
Oh gosh, no.
Boring.
You got to have people. You got to have personality. You got to cut away from it and talk. Honestly, what do people watch Joe Rogan for? He just sits there and talks with people. People want to consume information. If you're just like showing me your truck for 20 minutes of it just running, I don't want that. I want a little bit of something.
That's what I've been doing with the Filmic, is that I've been running narrative. Well, maybe that'll be my shtick. Maybe I'll stop and I'll just go and talk to a tree for a few minutes.
Yes. That would be great. Like straight up talk to a tree. We want to see like that second half of your undershirt. And you're like apologizing to it for what happened to its other half.
It'll be like Jimmy Kimmel's thank you notes. Thank you for being or Jimmy Fallon, I mean. Yeah. Thank you for being such an awesome tree.
Oh man, Nate, second shift. That is tough, man. I moved to Michigan if you hadn't heard. So I'm not in Virginia anymore. I was just in Virginia, but I'm not there. I've been moved for about a year. So, but I work all shifts, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Currently I work because it's freelance. I'm working nonstop. And I shot 3 videos today, which I get to edit at some point in the middle of all that. So
it's a lot of editing.
Yeah. If people would buy more Mighty Chihuahuas, I might be able to do less editing work. But I don't know for sure. We'll have to try as an experiment and find out if it does help.
It's the Chihuahua temperament. Yeah. Aggressive, lively, alert, quick, courageous, devoted.
Yeah, I am devoted.
Well,
not aggressive though.
You got to commit to it sometimes.
Courageous fish.
If that's using
kind of more like,
I'd say it's pretty courageous using singles and just making it rain. Oh, how gross would that be? Going to a club and be like, here you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Let me pull it out of my Ziploc first. Don't smell it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. They're talking about the FMS crawler in the thing. Yeah.
Psycho Garage says you missed
Servo. Oh yeah, the very edges.
Yep.
Next time I'll see if they can do something. I think there's a seam. Yeah, there's a little seam right there that's kind of hard to work around. But I could have. I guess I could have put it there.
Yeah. The Reefs one is on the bottom seam.
Can I put it there though? A little logo there and maybe there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you should.
Oh, I should put one on this little
On the gear?
on this.
Oh, on the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you should do. For sure. Okay, so answer me this. Why aren't receivers smart enough to work with auxiliary channels to turn things on and off on all auxiliary channels? Like, why? Why not? It's simple.
I don't know.
I mean, really? Like, we're in 2022. We have receivers that are talking to, $50 and Pablo to the gauntlet. There you go.
Pablo to the gauntlet.
Let's put that towards the St. Jude, and I'll figure a way. We'll see. I'll let you handle that, Tony. But receivers, we have receivers that are giving us telemetry, all that kind of stuff. Like,
what channel do you want to work on? Like G?
All of them. Like, I have the GT5, and we have the little knobs on the top and all that kind of stuff.
Your radio is the problem.
It's not the radio.
On my Spectrum, I can do on and off with all my different ones. All my different ones that have buttons on them, I could do it for all of them.
With lights?
Yeah, why not?
I don't think so. I don't believe you.
You set on the Spectrum, you can set what kind of a switch it is.
Really?
Yeah, how it works. I mean, they're not dials, but
yeah. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? I was literally thinking about switching over and getting a green one. And I was on the fence. I was like, do I just bite the bullet and get 10 Spectrum receivers and the thing all at once?
Of course. I don't do lights, so
Tony doesn't do lights. I know. Killing me.
But mine can be used for lights or servos or for winches or for whatever I want to use it for, those multiples. But I tell it if I want to be a 3-position switch, 2-position switch.
Yeah, that's what I want
to do. Yeah.
That's good.
RC Boy 619, what's up? On your way to work. Read the manuals, do the 5. Let's do the 5 mean.
I don't know. The GT5? I don't think the GT5 can do on and off except for 3 and 4. But 5 and 6? Nope.
What do they do?
Knobs. I don't know what they're supposed to do. Maybe mix? I don't know. I mean, so channel 3.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's not hardly smart.
I use channel 3 for my Mamba X for crawler mode or freewheel mode. And then I use channel 4 for my winch in and out because I use it all the time. Not really. And then 5 are knobs. 5 and 6 are knobs.
Those would be awesome for rear steer.
I know.
Can you do that?
No, you can't.
Get the $8 position fix thing.
What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I need a link. Have I been living in the dark this entire time?
Apparently Jeff Brown knows.
I know.
He says he already sent you 49 to St. Jude.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Now we got to get Pablo to what you should be doing is you should be putting that into a purse or something for my wife.
Yes.
Butter her up.
Bribe Pablo's wife to let him go to.
I know. Yes, that's what that should
be. The job bills.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Spectrum usually quits working. I have all of my stock Spectrum. I have every single one. What's that supposed to mean? We're not talking about motors. We're talking about receivers that they're really, really good at.
What's this $8 position fix thing?
And I actually haven't burned up. I burned up one of their motors ever. And that was in the Vortex. And I drove it 3 times, I think, on a battery. And the motor was so hot. I've never cooked a motor that bad. GX5 menu fail? I have the Rugged Pro. I have 3 of them.
Position GT5. I'm just looking up.
I'm looking at the GX5 menu fail now because I'm curious what he means.
I've heard that it's the scrolling thing that everyone complains about. I don't know, but that's what I just hear.
Well, they fixed that. They got all new. There was a couple that if you got one that had a bad plate, they wouldn't work right. But they fixed any of them that if you had an issue, if you told them about it, they'd send you a new one. And so I actually had one that did happen, and I got a new one like 2 days later and sent them the old one, and it worked fine. I still have it. It still has the old little cross-shaped plate on it. All the new ones with the flat plate have been great for me. The orange ones and the green ones and all that, they have the full, instead of having like a carved out area you had to use. But
RC Boys is asking if we're going to Proline by the Fire.
Nope.
I don't think so. Wish I could.
When is it?
I thought it's in September.
Probably not.
I don't remember. My September is going to be tough, dude. I've got a wet. So if I was able to make it to the Gauntlet, I'd have to turn right back around and try. So this is why it's going to be a sticky situation. So the Gauntlet would be
October 6th.
Okay, the Gauntlet would be September 17th or something like that.
16th and 17th, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I'd have to come home, and then that following Friday we have a 6-hour drive to a wedding in Canada. And then the buddy that I was going to go and meet up with, after seeing you, we're now going to go into the Olympic National Forest and go do ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers. Did you hear about that? He was taking heat for doing ayahuasca, and the NFL commission was like, it's not really performance enhancing. That's like, whoa, that's a slippery slope, my friend. Like all these different things that you could take that are not performance enhancing. We'll see. But so that's going to be a tough sell. I really want to. It's going to be a tough sell. We'll see what I can make happen. Mainly, we got to do something for my wife.
Yeah. So when is Proline by the Fire? I have the 6th through the 9th set aside of October. Somebody else said the 2nd.
I'll look it up. By the Fire. You know, that's the only thing that's
October 6th through 9th is what I see.
Yep, that's what I got. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can rock the medieval times thing. That's not my jam.
Are they doing medieval themes?
Yeah. I was like, what? Medieval?
I just show up and drive my trucks.
You're not going to come dressed up? You're not going to be one of those people that come out and role play with your fake swords?
Like that. I don't got time for that crap.
Hey,
I can't just show up as I am with my hat on, my flat-billed hat on, and a black T-shirt. It ain't working.
It's got to be like you ever see.
I got a lot of hats, so.
Yeah. Did you watch Hawkeye on Disney Plus?
No.
Oh, there was a part when they were doing there. What's the name of it? They got it. People in the chat's got to know. There's a name for the people that do the medieval react or not.
Oh, I have a friend that does it. He's got all the chainmail and they hit each other with swords and stuff.
Yeah, there's a name for it though. It's like, what's it called? Upper left saying you should do a servo arm wrestle. LARPers. That's what it is. LARPers. Isn't it called like live action reality? Something. I don't know what it is. It's something like that. LARPers. I can't imagine you not being a LARPer, Tony.
I'm saying we do Renaissance festivals up here, like Holly.
The same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a cool one called
my friend just gets together and they do it in a park, like on weekends.
Yep.
And it's crazy to show. If you just happen to be at the park and those guys are there, you're like
Homer Simpson back into the bushes.
Yeah, exactly. Children, look away.
Yeah. Live action role playing is what it's called. LARP. Yep. I had a neighbor that did
it. Is 40
dad bod
3-year-old RC enthusiast. That's my role.
Enthusiast. Very nice. Ooh, I like that sound. I know. I'm out.
This is Right to Bear Craft.
Right to Bear.
BEAR, bear.
Good pun. Oh, I'm watching Reaction RC's 2 hours ago course testing. Who was driving the yellow Rift?
Jeff Walter.
You're
watching on Instagram?
Yep.
Not cool enough that you're hanging out with us. You're on Instagram right now?
I'm just checking out. I'm just pretending like I'm a 12-year-old and being like, hey, guys.
Well, let me just show everybody then.
Okay.
How it's going to be.
That's how it's going to be, Tony. I was looking for more content for that. Yep. There it is. There it is.
I can't full screen it. Do this though. I can fake it.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, Jeff rolled. So it gets crazy up this climb here.
Yeah.
If you make it up that, it usually sets you so you're heading toward the right. But there's a great path up to the left. You cannot turn around for it.
It's deceiving. Because it doesn't look that big, but with a rift in front of it, it's a lot bigger than it looked before. That really shows a good
they're decent sized rocks. And then this cliff right here face going up, like I think they should barricade. Well, he's going to make this whole section harder here.
Yeah.
But if you were forced to go up right behind this weed is a straight up incline. That's tough to get up. And when you do, it sets you facing to the right. It twists your truck, which then you're looking straight at this like cliff, like straight up and down. If you could turn left, you could find this way around it, but you got to jockey forward reverse a bunch of times to get around and go up.
So is he going to have gates set up so that you have to go through a certain
what he's going to do is there were rocks up here and they've people running it, they've fallen down. So he's going to put some like big chunk stuff up in there. He's got stuff that's cemented together with stone and he's just going to set them up there, I think, and it's going to make it really up here gnarly. This climb right here is crazy.
I love stepped climbs. Those are some of my favorite climbs where they're terraced.
This is that angle if you can get, but when you come up, it sets your truck facing like this way, like
right. And then you got to turn too sharp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arma Army RC is asking our opinion on the 4S lineup releasing in a few days.
The Arma one?
Is that awesome. A conspiracy?
Stinking awesome.
Or is that the ones that
it's out? They're just going to release to the public in a few days.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. They're really good.
I didn't know if that was a new one that was coming out or not that I didn't know about. Looks pretty awesome. That fire team
blew a tire out, but that's kind of my own fault. I was trying to self-right it while I was upside down. And with any RC, if you get the wheels off the ground and just let them freely build up, you can blow one out. And I should have known because it has a wing. I couldn't get it to rock, and it just, blew out a tire. It's my own fault.
I was looking at the 4S Outcast and those wheels, and it made me think of a funny meme that I saw. I saw it was a pentagram, and it had Bob Ross in the middle of it, and it said "summoning good vibes" or "good what's it called?" like good feelings or whatever it was, like the Bob Ross saying. It's pretty funny. Man, I'd be interested to see about going really fast in one of these, in the Limitless V2.
Yeah.
I've never done it. Be kind of fun. Why
So
not?
upper left RC says I should do a head-to-head servo torture test. Bolt 2 servos down next to each other and bolt a solid link between the two and then run them in opposite direction until one gives out.
I think you should 3D print arms and have them linked together and then do a arm wrestle. That would be cool.
Oh, so basically the same idea, but making it visually
Yes.
more pleasing.
More pleasing visually. Sell that sizzle. That would be rad.
I don't know what the other servo I would put it head-to-head with is. Like an Emax or a...
I don't know.
NSDRC?
Well, okay, here's the thing. I would
But it all depends on what you're looking for the servo to do. So
I know. What I was going to say,
the longevity of something based on the boards that are built for a certain amount of runs before the electronics fail.
mm-hmm.
So there's an electronic failure on some. There's gear failure. Like there's different things that fail.
Yeah.
And what having a reefs board in it means is that your amount of times that it can actuate the servo is next level. Like
Right.
The electronic side of it is so beefed up on it to just last.
So here's the thing that I would say I would like shy away from doing that is because it would be visually kind of cool, but you never know like what the conditions are or anything like, you know what I mean? Like you never know.
You can do it 10 times and get 10 different results.
Yeah. And then people are like, I think that there's been some companies that have gotten bad heat from doing things similar to that, and it's like don't put yourself in those shoes. Like just
well, with the Emax, some of it is, I mean, you don't need to do it. What you need to see is the wheels moving fast to get your truck to walk. You don't need like strength against each other. You one of its speed, one of its torque.
Yeah.
So what we use it for is walking the trucks. Like if you can get it to move fast, it'll literally walk the front end around.
Yep. So this was my first trail that I put the 777 in, running off a 3S. Bro, that servo is awesome. Like in the 777, the big dog. Like, so I put that in on the steering of the Lazarus one because I mean 11-pound truck, right? It's like, and it's a chassis mounted servo on this one, so it requires some ooga duggas, as Holmes Hobby says. But dude, running it off a 3S, it was just like it
snaps. Yeah.
Oh, it was so rad. I was like, this made it's surprising when you put the right component in. That was the missing link on this setup. So like on the setup of
especially as heavy as yours are.
Yes. Like when I did the Frankenwagen, oh man, I had 555 in that one, and it was struggling, but it was doing all right, but it was still struggling. Like I've always had a hard time with steering on it, but putting that 777 under its own power, dude, it just didn't care. It was just like, I'm just going to turn on 11 pounds. No problem. Yeah. Like if it was down on its side, it's like, no problem. So super, super stoked about that upgrade. That worked really well.
Yeah. Army was conflicted with it due to a slipper clutch. Slipper clutch is what I like about it. Like center diffs are great, but I could do without an extra diff to deal with having a tune, honestly. So, or have blowout. Slippers are so easy to work on. They're easy to manage. Just tighten it down or loosen it. Simple adjustment.
Have you seen the rigs that Monster Parts did?
Yes. The Doomsday, and he did the Jurassic Attack.
Yep.
And he did he did the
Chaos.
Yep. But he did the gates as well for the 24 scale at Showdown.
Okay.
You see, I did the ramps. We saw the ramps at the Andersons.
Yeah.
So that's what they ran with my crush cars
Super rad.
for the event.
Yeah.
I'm actually very happy with how those ramps turned out. I would be lying if I said it was just kind of if I said it was planned. I would say it was like I've made a lot of jumps in my life for BMX, and I just like went for it. I went for shape, and I went for
They have good pop, man.
good for it. They were good, especially for racing. They were like
just
not
enough pop to get the front end up.
Yep.
But not too much pop where you lose momentum.
It's all air. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the hard part. Like people, they lose momentum too much, or they don't have enough pop, and the front end dips down too much, and
yeah,
back
end kick.
Yep, donkey kick.
So, but I made them as wide as I could. They were decently wide, but it's still hard to hit if you're like doing long courses and you're trying to line them up. But it was 3 times or 4 times the size of the truck, like width.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was probably
Twice.
2.
Yeah.
But you had plenty of room if you center up on it both ways.
Oh, you know what would be cool?
The best bet would be to put 2 side by side.
Yeah.
And just tape them down side by side if you're worried about that. Start with 1 quick hit off of a jump, and then have your next one be a little wider to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I just thought of, the Playmobil or Duplo brand.
Yep.
I wonder if their school buses are the right scale for 24 scale monster trucks. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Get a freestyle with that going on.
Oh, Rockwolf's in here. I missed that. Rockwolf Designs. What's going on? But yeah, I don't mind putting mine up. I mean, it's basically a Reef 99 Micro. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it. I wanted what I thought was the best servo. I had several I was looking at. I did the Mighty Chihuahua, or I did the Honey Badger as like a more inexpensive option based on specs and ones I tested. And then I had another one of these lined up, and then I reached out to Reef, and he said he'd work with me on actually building these out and let me buy them with my
That was a great idea.
So I think it was your idea, maybe. It's a head one that looked very similar to this. The difference being it doesn't have the Reef electronics in it, which is huge for the longevity of them. So, if you were to open this up, it would actually, the boards are stamped with Reef's logo on them on the inside.
Your creative team,
your creative team, yes, is awesome. Only they'd have caught the Chihuahua spelling. Showed off the cool logo, but I give everybody a pass.
Yeah,
because I missed it. It was all a rush, and it was months ago. People don't get it. Like, this stuff doesn't happen overnight.
No.
And it was like this whim of an idea, and then it all just went so fast. I sent all the artwork, and then it was later. I hadn't looked at it again. I looked at it, I'm like, son of a, like, I saw it it was a different message that popped up, and it made the logos I'd sent pop up again. I'm like, no way. Like, I saw it the second, like, as many times I looked at it making the artwork, I missed it.
Yeah.
But I saw it in that little thumbnail about, this big. And I'm like, you got to be kidding. And I pull it up and I go and look. I'm like, is this what I actually sent? And I'm like, oh.
So
what it is.
Brad's asking, how much is that servo?
The servo is $60. No markup on it. Over $99. Same price.
Same price.
More artwork.
Cooler artwork.
More artwork. Yep. Not
cooler artwork. It's cool.
It doesn't have numbers either.
But it's for the masses. Entertainment for the masses.
And that part's all spelled right. And I got it right for the Chihuahua temperament, and
it comes with the cool white
servo horn. But it works with all the Reefs 25 servo horns if you want to do that. You got one there. There you go.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Got special edition Chihuahua version.
I know.
Next one's the artwork's already been revised, sent on to them.
So
it's gonna
cool.
be fixed next time.
So cool. I love it. The artwork on the back's pretty rad. Not gonna lie. You can see it. Ooh, look at it. Look at how good it looks.
I was excited about all the art until I saw the spelling.
That's all right. How much bite, Tony? How much bite?
Well, on most 95 ounce inches.
Have you
get to 8.4 volts on most of these?
Have you ever made a servo get super hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I
don't set your endpoints right. It'll get hot really easily.
Oh, well, mine just have been hot from crawling, and I've been like, woo. Like I went and did something and I was like, ooh, that's hot. Like I can feel the heat. Is it fast? It is fast.
It's very fast for a micro.
Yep.
Or mini. They're small.
And then on the
0.08 seconds.
Super quick. If you run it on the Furatech Lizard Pro, I think it is. Is that the only one you can go up to 8.4? Or one of them you can go
to 7.4.
I thought one of them goes.
It's still stupid fast.
Yeah. I thought one of the Furatechs goes up pretty high.
Does it?
I thought so. Because I saw it and I was like, whoa, that's real high for everything.
Yeah, that's right. It does do 8 because we were doing the monster trucks. I'm like, I know it does high voltage. I don't know if it does 8.
Yeah. Yeah. 8's pretty high, man. So yeah, that thing is it'll dance. It'll dance. Now you're gonna have to make micro lowrider hoppers. What's your take on that lowrider? I mean, I think it looks good.
I've driven it twice.
Yeah. How fun was it?
Oh,
you've got one?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I got the green one.
Yeah. And
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the detail's amazing.
Yeah, that's the cool part of it.
Whole packaging, the experience of opening it is
experience.
Hold your face for a second. Let's open it.
The experience of holding. You need to be the Johnny Ive voice. We need more. I need to do something where I get like a Fiverr voiceover where it's Johnny Ive talking about something, and just have like write a script for an RC car, and it'll be like the experience of it. So kg for the mighty Chihuahua, it's not rated in kV, it's rated in ounce inch. So the conversion, I'm not sure what that is.
It's legit heavy too.
So the kg is it's 104 ounce inches at 8.4 volts. Massive. Look at that.
Mine's still in the original
plastic, even, it looks like.
Well, you have to slide it out of this, which I probably should just lift it out.
Sure you got that thing?
Yep, barely.
Barely. 6'4".
Look at the shine.
Ooh. We like to call that UV spot coating in the industry. You're like, I don't need this cover. Look at all that. It's like mint.
I did not install any of the graphics or the extras.
Super awesome. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, Tony. Will you look at it?
Just look at it. Well, the radio's coming with.
Uh-oh. What's the over-under on Tony dropping a 64 or the radio?
6.4 ABF. ABV. Well, this slid down. So this is normally sitting on the top.
Oh.
Got a little cloth. Says 64.
Ooh.
I mean, how legit is that packaging?
It's pretty sick. Why don't you have it on display?
It'll get dusty.
Oh. Don't
I'm
break
gonna
the
drive
antenna.
it in here.
Don't break the antenna.
What antenna? I didn't have it installed. It.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
I mean, it is dope.
It's cool looking. What about the money version?
Yeah, so you can put, if you take it all apart, you can put in like decals on the interior and all that. I haven't done any of that. It just looks so good. I don't want to take it apart and mess with it too much.
RC for All said he thought you were going to sell that.
I was trying to sell it.
And no one.
Then I realized that's a bad idea.
Oh, the Monte version. Yeah, I like the Monte Carlo too. But the Monte Carlo doesn't do all the stuff that one does.
I wish I had one of the original red ones.
Yeah.
That you can't get.
I like the Monte Carlo, the training day version. That's my jam.
I like the green one because that's the one I bought.
You didn't even know you were getting the green one. It just came that way. You're like, sweet, green. I'll take it.
I bought this at Hobbytown right before I moved. They had it on display, and they pulled it out and showed me everything. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
And then they just started working with it. I'm like, okay, pack it up.
I don't know, man. I'm a lowrider.
I scratched off the price.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Yeah.
I'm a lowrider. I grew up on lowriders, like proper lowriders, and I still can't. I don't know. It's like I just can't see myself playing with it. Yeah, I do have the coolest.
The problem is you can't film it by yourself easily because of the joystick being the dual control. You can't like one-handed drive it.
Yeah.
And do cool stuff. So it's like either tripod,
right,
or you need somebody to film it or drive it for you. That's why you haven't seen much of it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
This Christmas time, you're going to see the coolest Impala Christmas decoration. So I've got from Walmart back in the day an Impala that has Santa and 3 reindeers inside of it that are bobbleheads. And you press the button and it bounces up and down and it plays Lowrider.
Nice.
But it's all Christmased out. Coolest Walmart decoration ever that will never be seen again.
That case is too hard to slide back on. It tears and it's too tight. Yes, I was going to sell it. And I was going to sell that drag car, but I'm thinking against it now.
What? The
Losi drag car?
Yeah, why are you thinking against it?
It just seems like a bad idea to sell it.
Why?
Because it looks cool. I've seen one in person. That might go on display. I like the Summit logoing. It's so good.
Summit's awesome.
It is. I have a Summit tent, but you know that now.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Cool story. Paid way too much for it. Excellent.
Cool story. Oh, Jessica's 2-car garage says, I remember that, Hopper. Yep. Christmas time. Yep. Still have it. The kids play it all the time, every time it comes out. Love it. Love it. That's funny. I think it's about time to wrap up, Tony.
Yeah, it is. That Big America sidewall. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like the dude
long.
Have you seen that Dude Perfect video that they're like, Dude Perfect exposed, and they show everyone in green screen jumpsuits?
Oh, really?
But it's just a joke. But I was gonna say that's the Big America exposed. There's a guy holding the monster truck with a green screen jumpsuit.
How is it going so long?
It's on loop. No, just kidding. It's not on loop. Be funny if it was. We should make a loop one. I should do a backflip. No one knows what you're talking about, by the way, because no one can see it but you.
I know. I just happened to still stinking going. All right, let's see if it'll start over. No. Maybe there's a loop.
No, it's not a loop.
Holy cow.
Or maybe it is a loop. Is it a loop?
Here it is. Ready?
It's not a loop.
I mean, no, I mean, this is nothing. It goes forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. RC for all says 79. That's what it said. 79 rotations.
Holy cow.
Is that going to be the new trick shot? How many times we can get it to rotate?
I'm just blown away.
You would be, Tony.
I mean, holy crap.
That's like one of those ones that you get it going and you're like, I'm just going to stick with it. I'm just going to stick with it, let it ride.
And then what I would do is like it would fall. Like I'd do 79, it'd go out its lid. Like I wouldn't come out of it.
Did he come out of it?
I don't know. I haven't seen the end of it yet. I just tried to show you guys, but I feel like really it's still going.
I think it only goes 1.5 minutes is the tops now for, maybe not for anymore. They said that Reels is going to be the new video form. So it could be here for an hour.
Holy crap.
This is riveting live footage.
Well done.
Wow.
He saved it. Look at that. Unreal.
Pretty rad.
Wow. Justin, wow.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. Riveting. I like how you slow clapped that out. That was awesome.
I mean, look at his thumbnails. It's so awesome. He's got a shtick and it works, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. 238,000 followers. What are we at now?
You're like, I know him. I know him.
I do know him. His logo's freaking sweet too.
Yeah.
I know I said I like mine, but his is better. Yeah. Oh, we're at 48,000 now. When did that happen?
I know. I saw that on yours and I was like, come on, Tony. You passed me because you were below me like a year ago. You were right around me, and then all of a sudden you blew past me.
Wow. YouTube, you got your game to step up here.
Are you talking to me?
No, YouTube. My own YouTube. Is it getting chased down? Did you see this? So this was at Walter RC Park. They've got this oval.
Yes.
I totally drifted these corners, dude. This is one-handed driving with my thumb on the wheel.
Mm-hmm. No one can see it.
Ask Jeff. If Jeff is still here. One-handed driving, baby. Because he looked at it. I'm like, watch this. See if I can do it one-handed.
You're like, watch this. Hold my beer.
Yeah. Well, I had him driving because I couldn't do the big camera and all that.
Yeah.
And then he handed it back to me, and we're going to be done. But I'm like, oh, I need to get a reel. So I held just the camera upright and just one-handed it. I not only filmed it, but also, he's got to go to, he's like, oh, I'm not going to answer if he did it one-handed. I'm going to work. Thanks for backing me up there, Jeff.
He's like, prove it. Prove it.
Thanks for backing me up. Did I show it? I didn't even show it, did I?
No, that's what I told you. I said, no one can see it, Tony.
Oh. I thought you meant no one could see you one-handing it.
No, that's why I was like, cool story, bro. Cool story. What are you talking about? Your YouTube, stepping up your YouTube game. What are you talking about?
The Instagram's about to pass it. If it's at 48,000, I had no idea.
They're all bots.
They probably are bots.
Elon exposed the truth. Everyone's being followed by bots. Look at that one hand action.
Turn right a little, left a little.
In frame and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the gold, is keeping it in frame. That's the gold.
There's me. There's both of us.
Boom.
Hate to ask, but is Red Cat still in the game? We're gonna wrap up, guys. Red Cat's still in the game.
Yep.
They've still got a lot of stuff that they have out, and hopefully we'll see new stuff from them this year.
I wouldn't mind getting that Chimera.
Yeah. I still hope, man, that there's some other new stuff this year.
Okay, let's do.
It's only July.
Let's do
August now.
August. Let's do predictions.
Okay.
It's kind of unfair.
Red Cat, will they have something new this year?
We need a magic 8-ball.
That would be awesome. All right, ready?
I'm gonna
ask me.
Red Cat. New releases.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say no.
Likely.
Really?
All they have to do is put a new body on a 64. People will buy it. Okay. Team Associated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with yes, because
Really?
they're gonna have to release the Apex 2 chassis kit for all
the Apex.
It's the platform that the Huna truck is and the Huna.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna have
a conversion.
They're gonna have to do a kit version for all the people that want to do on road with their cars.
Oh.
I would assume that seems like that would be a smart play. But aside from that, they just released.
Yeah, the Unicorn is pretty release.
Well, and they just released the buggies too, like 3 buggies
for the race. That AE, Team AE.
Yep, they did the RC8 E something. I don't know.
See, when I think of Team Associated, I think more of the
Element.
No, what would be their basher stuff, like the Nomad?
MT8. No, MT8.
That's still Team Associated.
Yep.
So you had the MT8. Yeah, I guess they've had a couple, and then the new buggies. Axial.
I think they have to.
Man, it would be so easy. Like if I were Axial, I would drop like a new SCX24 right before Christmas.
Yeah, you would.
Because man, that would be stocking stuffer, Christmas present stuff all day long.
Yeah.
Not stocking stuffer is too much for stocking stuffer.
No, but I agree with you. I agree with 24. I think they got to come out with another 10th scale.
Camp.
Did they though?
They did.
I know, but I think they got to come out with another bigger release. Q4 October all day.
Yeah,
they're pretty good about that.
Yep. Most of them are. So,
Kyosho.
Losi.
Which one? Kyosho or Losi?
Kyosho. Kyosho seems to be dropping stuff pretty regular.
I want to see that new van, man, or the Suburban, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see
that out yet.
I have not seen one online.
I haven't seen one in person.
Yeah,
it's not the Mad Van. It's like that extra.
It's like a Suburban.
Yeah,
it's totally my jam. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Who else?
Ooh, Rockwolf says an Axial 124th limited like the Betty would be coming. Oh, he says it is a limited like the Betty is coming. I wonder what it would be. We didn't hear it from him. See you, Dirk.
Take it easy. I don't know.
I wonder what they would limit edition. Maybe an SNT 24.
No.
A
honcho.
Oh, a honcho would be really cool.
Yeah, I bet you, because they don't have any back halves.
I wouldn't limited edition that.
Why?
Because I would leave it out.
Oh, well, the Betty took a while to sell out.
Not that long.
You don't think so?
It was out pretty quick, yeah. Except for the shops. If a shop had it in,
right,
online, it was pretty quick.
Okay.
Some of the shops bought a bunch of them, and then they may have taken a while to sell them out, but
yeah.
for the
Yeah.
masses, it was tough after a pretty quick amount of time.
I think a Honcho would be cool.
Okay. Losi, the Hammer Ray was their last one.
I heard they discontinued the Baja Ray.
The Baja Ray got discontinued?
That's what I heard. But that might just mean that it's going to be another. Yeah.
Because how could they get rid of their 10 scale truck? Like,
well, technically, the Hammer Ray, they're calling that a 10 scale truck.
Yeah, but it's not a race truck like these are, like the short course. Are you sure it's discontinued?
That's what I thought I heard. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
It's not on their site right now.
I thought I saw it somewhere. Maybe it was RPP. Let's see. Somewhere I thought I saw it was discontinued. I think they need to come out with a new one. I think it would be rad if they came out with a new one. It's got to do something besides the... Or maybe they come out with a Rock Ray. That'd be cool. Traxxas, do you think Traxxas is going to come out with anything?
Well, they just kind of on the sly released that new
Sledge.
No, the speed car, the XO1 got updated.
Yeah,
so it's kind of new. It says that the Baja Ray's in stock. It doesn't say discontinued on them. Like the Black Rhino and the King shocks.
That's the one I have.
Anyway, well, we should get going here. I mean, I feel like they've got something coming. I feel like Axial would have something more coming. Traxxas, well, we kind of got a little bit of a bird from Element that something might be coming, right?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
RC four-wheel drive.
I'd like to see something like a...
I don't think they'll have anything new.
I'd like to see like a Slash revision. I mean, Slash is already solid.
But happening, but maybe new skins.
Yeah, I'd like to see something more in the Baja Ray vein.
Well, they
from
just
everyone.
dropped the price on the $100 off
on the UDR.
On the UDR,
I know, $699. I was like,
makes me wonder: do they have a new skin coming for it or something? You know, still the same truck, but that's something they do. Like if they rewrap their trucks, their real trucks, would they then reskin their?
It's going to be a 12S.
That'd be wicked, but that'd be insane.
I know. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, I think there could be some new stuff, potentially one more thing dropping from Traxxas, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like they're smart enough to. It's just whether or not they'll do a whole new vehicle or just some kind of a refresh for Christmas. It seems like they'd have something.
You know what?
Only into like August, so
yeah,
it's gotta be something Q4 from them.
I would.
It may not be a car, but maybe like they did that drag system. Maybe there'll be something more, or another drag version, like a different body. They just did the Mustang, right?
Yeah, Fox body.
So maybe they'll do some other kind of a little like tire release or something to go with all that. I don't know.
Okay, so the thing that I want to see, that I know the market is pointing this direction, is I want to see a 10th scale like pre-runner, like crawler / pre-runner. I want to see something like that. I don't know why people. I mean, the Baja Ray is red, but I want to see something a little slower than the Baja Ray. You know, a little more skill. Like the Outlaw was rad, but I want to see a little bit more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, oh, that'd be so cool.
You know what blow minds is if Traxxas did a 24 scale.
Would it though?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I think they do it in a way that gives Axial a run for their money, which people say FMS did. I say, did they?
Not yet. But it took a while though.
It's
That
definitely
mark,
a step forward, definitely for FMS. Like it's a move forward. It's
yeah.
much more capable than anything they've offered in that realm.
The biggest thing that drives that is the peripheral market for it. Like, you know, people making parts for it, the part support, aftermarket. Trial already did it for FMS, which is cool. But like
Other people have it coming. I've seen it.
yeah. But I mean, like,
I'm
Traxxas
getting emails from companies saying, "I FMS this, so you want to sell it?" Like, nope, not right now. Like, I'm not trying to like over diversify.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know that I would. If Traxxas came out with a 124 scale Blazer or Bronco, I'm in. That actually like was good.
Legit body and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
I bet they'd make sure it handles good too. Like they wouldn't just drop it. Not like that RC 4-wheel drive one that's still in the box on my shelf over there. Never open.
I bet you it would be portals.
So I ordered it when I saw it. Like I saw it was available before anybody did videos on it.
Uh-huh.
And I just ordered it. Like I saw it like in the background of a site and I ordered it.
Like,
and then the video came out. I'm like,
I immediately regret this decision.
And I tried to cancel my order and it still came and I got billed for it. And I'm like, son of a.
Yeah.
So I just have it sitting there. Giveaway. Yep. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. But
there
yeah.
You go.
Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I know you're busy. It's 2 a.m. here. I've got 3 videos from today to edit tomorrow. So I got to get up extra early.
Better get on.
And I got to watch my boys because my in-laws are leaving town. So
sweet.
Anyway.
It's going to be like Lord of the Flies. It's going to be like Lord of the Flies by the end of the week. You guys are going to be like running around in your underwear.
We're already starting that way with as much as we did today. Bitching for 2 hours last night. Pickleball for an hour today. And then biking for an hour.
That's awesome.
Insane.
Tire them out.
Yep. Weather's too good to not be outside, boys.
There you go.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, hanging with us for 3 stinking hours. Holy God.
I know. I was like, I could only do an hour tonight. 3 hours.
That's all I could do.
I know. Thank you for the fund to get out there. We'll have to see.
Man, it would be awesome.
I'll try, but like I said,
know scheduling's tough.
It's going to be a tough one on the wifey. We'll see.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Take it easy.